The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present The Rise of Sir Blains, a Pendragon alternate universe special edition with David Larkins as the Game Master.
I'm stoked.
Night Generation.
Can I already say thank you? I feel like this is a Christmas present. And not for everyone.
Just for you personally.
I don't know if everyone else is. No, but they're all so cool, like stoked about it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Yes.
Alright. Well, since you didn't know you're playing Pendragon, you don't even know the...
I have no fucking idea.
Oh, you're just gonna rock the world.
Alright, well, no point in sitting on it.
Oh.
So...
Yay! Christmas!
So you remember... there we go.
Okay.
Alright, so... So we talked about doing like one-shot kind of alternate universe things.
Yeah.
So basically, the Book of Uther recently came out, which is like kind of the Uther period. Expands that, and then they released a freebie scenario called The Marriage of Count Roderick, which because the Book of Uther rolls back the beginning of the GPC to 480. Which is before Roderick marries Ellen. So this little freebie scenario discusses how Roderick wins Ellen's hand. I thought it would be fun to look at it from the other perspective, bring back Sir Blains, and have you guys be Sir Blains' crew.
Oh God!
As you try to win Ellen's hand, and since it's an alternate universe, it can happen.
Oh.
You can change history.
So we're Team Blains.
Team Blains.
Yeah.
Team Blains.
All right, so we're from Silchester.
If you'd like. I mean, you could be from elsewhere.
Roll? I want a random roll.
Well, if you're from random it.
Yeah, you
but
can random
if
it.
you
I want it to
are-
be completely random.
Okay.
That
Cool.
sounds like fun.
I like this.
Sir Falcus.
Sir Phallus.
Sir Phallus.
Smaller is better.
The arms on the I mean, it is really small.
We'll see what Sir Phallus' size turns out to be.
That's a much better joke.
We're going random.
No.
Completely random. I'm so excited.
Yes.
All right, so you guys are all going to be 21, starting out, new knights. And so you can roll. Blains would be son number 1, but the rest of you can roll.
baby.
Alright.
It is. I don't even remember the word.
D6, and then if you roll 3 or higher, you add 1 to the number.
Yeah.
6. Okay.
Son 1.
All right.
I'm son 5.
Woohoo.
No wonder I'm rolling with Blains.
Wait, what? Wait a minute.
Was this after we started like the Blains Children's Brigade?
No, this is before. Blains is like,
Oh, right.
Blains is a young pup.
Yeah. I'm 21. I'm like you guys.
We're bronies.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sweet.
So-
Okay, so
So
now...
I know. Oh wait.
What now?
Really?
Random roll for Homeland?
Okay, so next is, Homeland.
Baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
D20.
right?
D20.
D20 for Homeland.
I got a 12.
I got a 2.
Are we British Christians?
We're gonna random roll.
We're gonna find out.
Okay,
Blains, right?
12
Or
and
no?
you're playing Blains, so yes, you would be British Christian. 12 and a 2 are both Logris, but different subtables. So another D20 roll.
I got an 18.
Okay, and you got a 12 initially.
Yes.
Okay, and 18. You are from Warensis.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
love
A
this
2 and then a
one.
4.
Oh, I can't believe we're playing this. Now I'm starting to feel a little oogie.
really,
Like, oh.
like you're traveling back in time.
No worries, when you play Lane now, we're not going to give you the stink eye. We're going to give you the appealing look. Thumbs
Feeling
up.
look with a thumbs up. Well,
It's gonna be
can
all
do the Buddy
like
Jesus.
fist pounds and bro hugs. Buddy Christ. It's Buddy Christ.
Oh, Buddy Christ.
No, dude, that
That's true. It's been too long since I've watched Dogma.
Okay.
All right, you are from Brecklands.
Breckland.
What is that? What is that?
It's German.
It does. Oh, there's.
I don't know if it would be on that map actually, because this is from the Duchy of Cair-Cologne, i.e., before it gets conquered by the Saxons and becomes Anglia.
Oh.
So
Wow, before that.
yes.
So what's my culture?
Your culture is Cymric British Christian.
What's mine?
And then for Warensis, you get your choice of British Christian or pagan, and you're Cymric.
pagans. I can't not.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a token pagan.
Indeed, you know, it's the fifth son, so
Yeah. that works.
Yeah.
yeah. So is our Lord Sir Blains, or is it Sir Blains Senior?
Oh no, he's like my dad, right?
Actually, no. You've been made steward of Lefcomigus already.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is our Lord is Blains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his title currently?
Steward of Lefcomigus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Current home
Lefcomigus.
is my castle.
Silchester, yeah.
I guess we're all there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you want to be household knights of Blains, yeah.
As son number 5, I think that's my best.
Well, that's, yeah, we can see what son number
but,
one
like,
does
my
here.
homeland is really far from here. Mm-hmm. So I would imagine I'd be a household knight because
Probably.
I'd have lands out here.
Let's find out what our father's ranks were, so you can roll for this as well.
D20.
Uh-huh.
8.
I
Okay.
got a 3.
6.
Okay, so household knight for Blains.
Okay.
Household knight for Falco.
Falcus.
Falcus.
Falco.
And
I'm not Star Fox's best friend.
nor did you sing Dear Commissar. And Esquire for Jade.
Okay.
And then so you roll again to see why are you a knight.
20? Mm-hmm. 11.
Father was common, but mother was noble.
Oh.
Nice. So wait, what was mine again? My father.
Household knight.
Was a household knight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, D20 for family wealth.
7.
4.
16.
Whew. All right, let's see if we have any modifiers here. Yes, we do. All right, so you got a 7. Mm-hmm. All right, so -3 for being son of a household knight. Makes you poor.
What?
Family wealth. So, but you're the eldest, so you're going to
So
stay...
Blaines really pulled himself up by his bootstraps.
He did.
Oh man, I
Yep.
feel bad for hating him so much.
We will at the end of this.
Bygones.
Silver spoon up his butt.
Get like a Blaines Forever tattoo.
Like forever.
Blains Bros. Yeah.
Blaines Bros. All right, Dave, what did you roll?
I rolled a 16.
16. All right, so that's still ordinary, and you're the firstborn. Okay, good. And then Jade, you got
A 4.
a 4. Okay. All right. So,
What is for me?
that's poor,
Okay.
and then you're ordinary. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So,
God, are we back to chain?
Yeah.
at best.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
All right, so Blaines and
You can say
Dave's
phallus.
character.
my
Here, I gotta
God.
write these down. All right,
I'll rename him if the size is amusing.
so it's foul
Cuss.
cuss. All right.
Falkus.
K-U-S.
I know, which is why I saw 2 L's.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah, you're like, wait a
exactly. All right. All right. So the two of you have chain and open helm for 10 points, shield, sword, and then your usual 5 spears dagger. Get your charger, 2 roundsies and a sumpter. Jade, you have boiled leather and a helm for 8 points, shield, sword, 5 spears and a dagger, a war pony, and a sumpter.
What about moi?
You say as
Oh shit! I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, I have a charger.
you have a charger, 2 roundsies and a sumpter.
Sorry, charger. Sumpter. Okay.
And chain, 10-point chain, shield,
Okay. Chain.
sword, 5 spears and a dagger.
I don't like this character sheet, by the way. Just
Oh
like
really?
that.
The character sheet that you used for 20 months?
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's news to me.
Dagger. Chain. 10 point. Okay, and I have a shield. Okay. Yeah, no, I just feel like I could make a way better character sheet than this. That's why I want to make a really good one.
Miss Graphic Designer.
Well, pseudo. Yeah, I just think it could be better. Anyway.
All right.
All right.
So, traits. Now, for Blains, I don't know if you want to...
I do. I want to base them off of, but to a small degree. This is like this is Pendragon babies. So we're basically going to
exactly. So I can tell you what his notable traits were, if you'd like.
Yeah, and I know that changes over time as you get older.
Exactly,
but,
exactly.
Okay, so what were his notable traits?
They just get worse, right?
Yeah.
Right. He was deceitful.
Oh, okay.
He was worldly.
Oh.
He was suspicious.
Oh.
And he was valorous.
Oh.
Good on him.
Yeah. Well, I think the valorous will remain, but I think it's going to be opposite on all the other ones. I start out like, that's great, and then I get
fucking broken.
That's right.
Yeah, and then everything switches. He might have even gone mad.
Took a heel turn.
Oh, God, let's hope not.
We'll find out.
I'd like to play for a little while.
We'll find out. Yeah, your first passion roll. Oh, I'm sorry.
Off to the
woods with you.
Yeah, good job. All right, very good.
So, random rolls?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, you know the drill.
3d6.
It's been so long.
3d6 rolling for the left side.
Okay, so what are our notable traits?
All right.
As we fill in the differences on the right-hand column.
Chaste, forgiving, modest, and if I didn't bump my valor up to 12, it would have been also trusting and just.
Okay.
So chaste, forgiving, modest with
Wait, we're going 16 or higher? For
16 or higher, but then you've got just and trusting are also pretty high.
Just is a 15, trusting's 14, merciful's 14, energetic's 14.
Yeah.
It just, there's a lot there.
Wow, you're kind of a good guy.
Yeah.
Except for my honest, which is a 9.
No, it's not so bad.
It's going to get worse.
Yeah, my honest is a 9 too. But...
I have a 20 honest, a 19 energetic, valorous and cruel.
Valorous and cruel.
Yeah.
Wow.
And a very low forgiving. We got bumped to 8.
Nice.
Wow.
How about
With
Blains?
a merciful of 3.
Crazy.
Wow. Okay.
Blains?
My chaste is 16, energetic 16, forgiving 18.
Oh wow. How interesting.
And then my valorous is 17. So chaste, energetic, forgiving, and valorous.
Wow.
My deceitful is 11. So I think I've leaned toward just like,
How very interesting. Alright, so let's see if you guys have any directed traits. You do not. Actually, Warensis.
Yeah.
You have a directed trait suspicious of religious fanatics. Because it's kind of like an equal population split between Christian and pagan, so everyone's just kind of like, let's not dwell on the whole religion thing.
What is it?
For the sake of,
everybody?
So 1d6 plus 1 is your level.
It's a 5.
Okay. Alright, nobody got a religious bonus, I'm sure.
No.
How about chivalrous bonus? 96
Definitely no.
points
Wait.
in your chivalry traits.
Oh man,
Probably not with a merciful of 3.
Yeah.
Although, here, let me calculate.
No, I'm pretty sure they all have to be like 16 or above, or at least average out to that.
Pretty much, yeah. Or at least
Some
have
of mine are
like
stupidly
half of them
high,
be exceptional.
I've got a 9 and a 12. Unlikely.
Probably not, yeah. And then, of course, we have the pugnacious bonus as well. Which
I love the pugnacious. Let's do pugnacious calculations.
Yeah. Pugnacious is your vengeful,
not too far.
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
generous, proud, reckless,
Oh, hold on.
trusting, and valorous.
Vengeful, generous, proud.
Reckless?
Trusting, and valorous. And you can replace one of those with arbitrary.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, let me just make sure. You said it was vengeful, generous, proud, reckless, trusting, and valorous. Or I could substitute arbitrary for 1. Mine's at 73.
Not quite.
Seems.
So close. All right. Passions. Passions.
3d6 plus.
Let's see. 3d6 plus 4. Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. 16 fealty lord.
17.
Wow.
Nice.
Jeez.
You like Blains.
Yeah.
Are we doing
who's my
homage?
Your lord is Duke Ulfius.
Homage Uther, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Ooh. I like you a lot more than I like Uther.
lord? Yeah, well, that's not
That's not hard.
surprising.
Plus 4.
Plus 4. Oh.
Oh shit, I have a 20 fealty too.
What?
Damn.
16 on the die.
Oh, captain, my captain.
Wow.
How do you feel about Ulfius?
12. I'm way smarter than him.
Oh, shit.
Fair. Smart is not up to a dice roll in this
Yeah,
game.
no.
That's right.
So all of it are all of them. Are,
Yeah. Well,
Oh my god, I hate my family.
18. I love my family. It's a 16. Or no, 13. That's a 17.
I hate my family.
There's the low one.
My low one is love family.
It becomes 12. And honor. Let's see what I got.
Then 16.
I'm 17.
Had 8, 6, 14, 17. Yes, 18.
18.
Nice.
Okay, so if you're from Orensis, you have a homeland passion,
Okay.
which is hate Cambrians,
Oh.
and that's at a 4d6 plus 1. And strangely enough, Silchester Knights do not hate Saxons automatically, nor do whatever you're from. Brecklanders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it started with a B, and there's nothing under B here.
It's okay.
So.
It only makes sense that I would, find the most milk toast of knights to
Oh
make.
my god.
Well, you'll hate Saxons, in about in about 8 years.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. Great. Stats.
All right.
Remind me what.
Are we allocating from 60 or are we rolling 3d6?
Up to you.
I like random rolls.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
I did say why I'm not living at home.
So you're banished for your face?
Wow. So an app of 5,
An app of 5, a strength of 6.
but a size of 18. So you're fat and ugly, basically.
I'm just big, tall, and ugly.
Oh my god, so it's like.
But I mean, if you have a low
is it
strength.
Goyle?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Oh god, I'm
Although my
fat
app
and
is
ugly.
12, so
Yeah.
Oh.
it's average.
Why do I love my family? It's because I'm trying to make up for them not loving me.
Because your mom feeds
yeah.
you so much delicious food.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
darling boy.
And Jade, your character is very good looking.
16.
Oh, not bad. Anything else notable?
Size 16.
Okay.
Con's only 15.
How about Blains?
My size is 18 and con is 16.
Nice. Okay, well, go ahead and do your derived statistics there.
Oh wait, no, that's actually super easy math. Damage is 46.
Oh, that's lucky.
My strength plus size is exactly 24.
Yeah, yeah, your size saved you.
Yeah, seriously. Alright,
Wow.
strength code. It's 21. I'm a literal meat shield. For planes.
Nice.
And 8. Alright.
All right, and distinctive features. So if you have an app of 5, that's still 3 distinctive features
In the negative side.
in the negative side.
Yes.
How ugly was Dave?
Dag was a 6, I believe.
Yeah, so this is the
I thought he was a
ugliest.
4.
No, he was either a 6 or a 7, and then he started climbing up.
Right.
Yeah. I think 6 sounds right to
Where did
me.
4 come from?
Yeah. 4 was the giant that was his brother.
Right.
That's right.
We were comparing him against an, he was only 2 points higher than an ugly giant.
So wrong.
So I'm only 1 point here. So
Yeah.
Can we see that giant again? I've got a good deceitful.
Yeah.
Exactly.
True,
Oh
actually.
my god.
Yeah. And then for an app of 16, that's 2 distinctive features, and for an app of 12, that's 1.
It's a d6
What
roll,
was my
right?
one from before?
Oh, check.
Got a 2 and a 5.
Alrighty. Let's see here. distinctive features table. A 2 and a 5. So something with your body and something with your facial features. Body could be tall or thin or broad-shouldered.
Because I'm a size 16.
Yeah.
Tall. And I'm going to say something with the face.
Patrician nose, black eyes, deep-set eyes, high cheekbones, braided beard.
We're going to go braided beard.
All right.
Definitely.
Go with the pagan vibe there.
Oh, yeah, I'm from
then
Oasis. It just sounds like a beard was in the making.
Definitely.
a beard was involved somehow.
So, just really quick questions, since we decided that my character is a big fatty.
Yes.
Are there going to be any feasts this session?
I hope so, because I want to see Ellen like at a party.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of courtly action.
Okay, cool.
So you're good to go. Yeah.
Wait, courtly action in the anarchy phase?
Well, it's the Uther phase, so.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's actually it's using new courtly rules from the Book of Uther. So
Really?
they're courtly
Okay, that's
activities
exciting.
that are more tuned in with this period.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It's
I
pretty
love
cool.
character generation so much.
Yeah.
I didn't have the distinctive feature written down, unfortunately. So up to you.
So what I roll? Just
I don't know. What do you think? Look at that mug. What do you think?
Looks like an otter.
it. Don't make
Looks
me
like an
look at
otter.
its eyes. Looks like an otter.
Something about the eyes, yeah.
Piercing gaze.
Piercing gaze, always good. Always popular choice.
Piercing brown eyes.
Yeah.
I think piercing gaze is good.
Yeah. Or good agent would also be good.
What's that mean?
No, I'm just saying. Because he has a really good
exactly,
agent.
he
And
does.
everything. All right.
All right. So.
Okay. Skills.
Skills.
All right, I'm going to pause again as I read all these things off. Okay. And lastly, family characteristic. Go for it. D20.
Yes. 14.
I really hope you get. Yes, you did.
Like an otter?
Like an otter.
Oh my fucking god, really?
I think an otter should be on my heraldry.
Oh my god.
Swims like an otter, baby.
So plus 10 to swimming. Wow.
Oh my god.
They say he was born of a lady otter.
Oh my god.
With the looks of an otter and the swimming skills
Of an
of an
otter.
otter. Oh shit, my swimming's 10. I mean 12.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. How about Falcus?
That's anticlimactic.
That was a 17.
Good with words, plus 10 to compose.
Mine's a 13.
13 is surprisingly deductive, plus 5 to intrigue. I don't think anyone's gotten that before.
That's
No.
awesome.
Cool.
Is it plus
11,
5
eh?
Compose 11. Okay, and of course luck.
Yes. Alright. 4.
You got a marvelous goose.
Yeah.
Bing. Alright. Marvelous goose.
Oh, I just have a goose that lays golden eggs every year. Oh, boring.
It is boring.
In a one shot, it's boring.
It is, I know. It's like
All right.
for 1 year.
16.
16. Okay, you're Christian. So you have a relic. You have the tooth of Saint Germanus.
Wow.
Okay.
My mother gave it to me.
Oh, so sweet.
Oh, so to use this effectively, you need a love of God passion.
Oh.
Would you like a love of God passion? I believe that's one of the achievements you can unlock.
Yeah, why not?
As if you do something and you use your love of God passion.
Oh, that's right, for Jesus'
Sake.
Yeah.
Defeat a major opponent while inspired by love of God.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
3d6?
3d6 plus 3.
Okay. 14.
Not bad. So, what you have to do is shout Alleluia and attempt a love of God roll. Success causes all Wotanic pagans to make a valorous roll. Failure equals they flee.
That's awesome.
Forget about Wotan.
And beforehand, the shouter can distribute a total of 20 points among opponents that are subtracted from their valor, i.e. one foe gets minus 20, or 2 could get minus 10, or 20 could get minus 1, etc.
Wotan.
So, at Wotanist pagans?
Well, yes, i.e. Saxons.
Yeah.
Okay, and Jade?
I got a 9.
A 9. You have a blessed lance.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Grants a +2 modifier to spear skill value when using this lance until it breaks. If parts are recovered, it can be repaired at a cost of 1 libra.
Wow.
Oh,
Not
Awesome.
bad.
This my spear expertise is 17.
nice. Now jousting will be in another 50.
Exactly. Let's wait for Sir Lance to show up. And,
Let's just go looking for him.
yeah, still good for skewering people, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so Father's Glory. Let's see here.
So 5d6 plus
66 plus 150.
66. Plus 150, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
So Father's Glory was 175, or is that the glory he leaves to us?
That's the glory he leaves to you.
Okay.
So he was 1750. You know, that kind of thing.
Indeed.
And Blains.
172.
Very good.
Although, do I get some glory from my recent stewardship?
Yes, you do. And you also are going to be a little older than 21.
Okay.
So basically, let's see here.
Good point.
What's that?
What year is it?
It's 483.
483.
So let's see here.
I wish I brought my Pendragon stuff with me and be able to see who was tooling around this time.
All right, so you're going to add 4 years, so you'll be 25, and the thing is under previous experience there. So you get to like basically do a few more rounds of adds to things there. So then Falcus is going to be knighted, so you can add 1,000 there. And then Jade, do you have a character name yet?
No, I was waiting to see what his characteristics were like.
Okay. So your character's still a squire.
Okay.
Yeah. Being the son of a squire and all.
Was I knighted in 43 or 42?
42.
Okay.
Oh, that's so horrible. It's ridiculous.
But you saw my worth.
I did.
Glorious meat shield that I am.
Yes. It'll come in handy someday.
Glorious meat shield.
It'd be kind of funny to have it be Blaine. Blaen.
You don't want that name. I've already soiled that name.
That's true, actually.
Yes. How many of the names on that list have been?
I mean, I already pretty much took all of the kins, so.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
All set.
But it doesn't speak about my glory.
Oh, right. So, let's see here. You got the stewardship. You have your land. So go ahead and add 500 more glory.
I was knighted at some point.
Oh, and 1,000 for being knighted. Excuse me.
You're excused. You may be excused. Alright, cool. 1772.
Let's go with Nerthid.
Actually, add another 500.
That's a good one.
Nerfed?
What?
Nerthid?
How's it spelled?
Nerthaid.
E
Oh, that's cool.
Leave that in my beard.
Theid.
AID.
AID. Nerthaid. Okay. Great.
Alright.
Okay, so yeah, I think that's it. Everyone's you're working on your heraldry there. Yeah.
Waiting until he actually does something.
All right.
Or fails to do something.
Right. And then, of course, Blains, do you want an otter for your coat of arms? Yeah, you're going to go with that. All right. You can change it later to the falcon.
Find a cute little otter.
Yeah.
An otter rampant.
Yeah.
Oh, giving you a little thumbs up.
Yeah, little thumbs up otter.
All right.
Who's gonna kick your ass? This guy.
Oh my god.
All right. So, very good. All right. Make sure. Yeah, okay. All right, so yeah, as mentioned. Oh, one last thing, Sir Blains.
What?
How do you feel about the Lady Ellen? She,
I've heard about her.
You've heard about her.
Yeah.
Duke Ulfius would like you to marry her.
Oh, he would? Mm-hmm. Oh, then I guess, I'll do what he says, because he's my lord after all. But, yeah.
You met her once before when she was not quite marriageable. She was about 12 years old.
Okay.
You noted that she was temperate and didn't seem to care too much about finery and frippery. Very practical. So, there she is.
Oh,
so,
cute.
So
she's a pretty person.
She's of marriageable age now.
Okay.
So how are you feeling about it?
I'm cool with it. This is kind of like my year.
This is Blain's year, baby.
I'm a steward now. I think I made a good name for myself so far. My glory's pretty good, so I think it's time for me to get settled down and get married, have some heirs.
Okay. But you're not particularly passionate about her.
Well, not yet. I barely know her.
Okay.
So.
All right. That's the
the
achievements list. Yes.
Oh.
heat at all?
Huh?
Heat?
Heat?
Yes.
In this room?
In this room.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Nothing. I'm just saying.
Yes.
No. If you're cold, you need mostly my hands.
Oh, sure.
I'm looking at Dave in a short sleeve shirt. I'm like, you're fucking.
I know. That's why I was a little
Wait for it.
Oh man! Wow, see, my hands are actually warm. Usually I'm the one with cold hands.
Oh no.
There's the radiator.
They're always cold.
I gotta bring some throws in here, actually.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I just need mittens, all the time ever.
I have some. I have some gloves.
Take that with your shorts.
Yeah, I was a little that's why I was like, oh.
I'm getting a little warm in my flannel, actually. Here. Oh, gloves!
Yay.
Wait. Let's see.
Of course they're giant.
It'll work.
Cool.
I have my bare hands.
All right.
Thanks, Dave.
You're welcome.
All right, so, very good. Well, the year is actually technically still 482. It's a couple weeks before Yuletide. See, I'm just trying to create an accurate feeling of the time of year.
No,
here
of course. Thank you.
with the
Love it.
temperature.
Oh, so maybe we're going to some sort of Yuletide feast.
Indeed.
Party. Oh.
Yes, you'll be attending the King's Yule Court.
I don't know, so since I'm a squire, am I maybe Blains' squire then?
What do you think, Blains?
Oh, well, I have a squire. His name is Squiggy.
Okay, so in that case, you're Falcus's squire.
Oh god.
Palace's squire.
Sorry.
It's okay, I'm tall, I've got long arms to help buckle.
Yeah, there you
around
go.
You.
All right, so Blains, as steward of Love Comigus, you are fulfilling your usual duty in terms of riding patrol.
That's what I do.
So you're in western Stilchester, which is much like Salisbury in a lot of ways, rolling plains and occasional copses of woods. The temperature, of course, is chilly, but no appreciable snow on the ground, just a sort of muted, milky sunlight and cold and frost clinging to everything.
Are my bros with me?
Of course.
Okay, cool.
So not only these two bros, but you also have 6 other household knights with you. So I'll need some awareness rolls.
Wait, are we traveling to the feast?
No, you're patrolling. You're just on patrol.
Okay.
Made it.
Awareness?
Yeah.
Yeah, I made it.
Great. You all spot a group of riders. There's about a dozen of them making their way cross country a few hundred yards off.
Cool.
Down in a vale.
Yeah.
Anybody notably prudent or reckless?
No.
Okay, so you can leave it up to a prudent reckless roll, or if you have an idea in mind of what you want to do,
Go after them?
whatever you'd like.
Yeah, I think I need to stop them. Who are they?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, I'm gonna go after them. Do I roll?
Spirit of horse.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, so
will.
off you go. No need to roll.
Yeah.
You gallop down into the vale. They see you and pull rein on their horses.
Okay.
They look like rough sorts, a mix of Cymric and Saxons.
Okay.
Nice.
Not really.
No, obviously not.
Just cavalrymen.
Pemberton who's attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I hail them.
they hail you back, and one addresses you. Are you the lord of these lands?
Yes. I'm still getting used to it.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, you are, my lord.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, there's this awkward pause.
Yeah.
That's you. We will not tarry long. We do not intend to trespass upon your fields
Okay.
any longer than is necessary. We're just passing through.
Where are you headed?
South ports for the winter. We are humble mercenaries.
Those two words usually don't go together. But I don't know if I believe them. Do they have anybody in tow that seems not usual, or it's just a group of guys?
They look battle hardened. They don't look particularly
Suspicious?
well. They don't look like they're bandit sorts.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like they're well fed. Their equipment's pretty good.
All right.
You know.
Okay, well, onward. Godspeed on your journey.
All right. Thank you, my lord. We may come back in the spring when war season begins. If you have any need.
Of course.
No job is too tough. No price is too dear. That's what we say in the trade. All right, off we go.
Please. Jesus, get out of my face. All right. Mm-hmm. Very good.
All right. So yeah, I mean, there's a bit more interactions with the locals and that sort of thing, but nothing otherwise unusual.
Okay.
And in due course, you return to your Mott and Bailey castle at Lefcomigus. Anything distinguishing about that castle?
It has a swimming pool.
It's just the moat.
The moat?
Are they?
I call it the pool.
I call it the pool. Like, does it have an interesting name or a strange tradition?
Oh God.
Every fall after harvest, he burns his name in the ground.
No,
he burns a giant penis.
No. That's the thing. God, I'm sorry, I'm very uncreative today.
Burns a giant falcus.
I'll think about it.
Okay, all right. So, in due course, you all prepare for your journey to the Castle of the Pass in Dorset, which is where Uther is holding his court this Yuletide. He has no set court, and so just tends to move around during the year. You meet up with Duke Ulfius's procession as it makes its way south. There's Duke Ulfius, if you remember. And so he talks to you for a bit.
What does he want?
How are things?
Everything's
Lefcomigus?
Everything's fine. Everything's perfect. It hasn't been better, sir.
Everything's good. Everything's great. Everything's wonderful.
Fantastico. Everything's great. Have no complaints. Swimmingly. Going swimmingly. Very nice.
Yes. Have you had any news from Baron Gwyllon? That's Ellen's father.
No, I have not. Should I have heard from him by now?
No, I've heard some rumors that the king is getting set to make a decision on her marital status.
Well, it's a good thing we're going to the party then, right?
The court?
The court.
Party?
It's my party.
It's a good thing we're going to the court then, so I can talk with
Yes,
Uther.
indeed. All right, and so you travel on over bare field and frost-rimed woods, and in due course spot the Castle of the Pass, which is a double Mott and Bailey situated between two hills. Far in the distance, you can hear the sound of ocean waves crashing against steep cliffs, although you do not have an ocean view as such.
Can we smell the salt?
Yes, very much so. It's a good 2 or 3 degrees warmer this much farther south and close to the
Nice.
moderating effects of the ocean.
Really is 2 to 3 degrees warmer.
It's almost like somebody turned on a radiator right
yes.
behind you. Immersion. All right, so
Hey,
Oops.
oh my god, don't fight over the radiator.
Sure, it's not that hot yet.
I'm sure it's not that hot
Did you put it
yet.
on high?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's really not that hot yet.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So you arrive at this castle. It is large enough to accommodate the many lords and their retinues who are coming for the Christmas court. And so, being relatively low ranking to even lower ranking to no rank whatsoever, you are all sort of packed in towards the back end of the hall. There's, a lot of milling people, lords and ladies,
Right.
big fire pit blazing in the middle of the hall, spewing smoke up into the rafters. When a somewhat discordant trumpet fanfare announces the entrance of King Uther.
Wow.
So there he is. So comes in his royal regalia, and nobody has any notable
10.
10.
And
There he is.
So he's going around shaking hands.
I
So
gotta
good
make
of you
sure
to
to
come.
look nice.
So good of
Yeah.
you to come.
Yeah.
And everyone has their everyone has their best gift or best duds on. Then he's sort of handing out little packets and stuff. He's got a couple flunkies behind him who have these big chests, full of stuff.
That confuses my squire for me.
Oh my god.
Yes. Oh, hello. Your squire's looking a little old these days.
Oops.
I'm not going to say anything. You don't correct the king.
No, you
No,
don't.
you don't.
So yes, he gives Nerthade. Nerthade. He gives Nerthade the gift by mistake.
Which I'll discreetly hand over.
What is it? Wait, does he talk to me yet? Or?
Yes, he does. So he recognizes you, Sir Blains.
Yes,
Good of you to
my
come.
lord.
Good of you to come.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Of course. Here you are, and he hands you a little sack with a jingle jangle in it.
Okay. I hope that we can talk a little bit later if you're available.
He just kind of slaps you on the shoulder. Of course.
But of course.
Who has the highest intrigue?
15?
12.
8.
Okay.
Whoa.
Falcus,
You're
give me a roll.
it.
I'm basing him off of like a young Sidney Greenstreet. And I fumble.
He's back.
Oh my god.
Classic Dave.
Classic.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I would have made mine.
God.
Again.
All right. So
And
let's see here.
what does this mean for our weekend?
Yeah, exactly.
I get a great piece of information.
Right.
Absolutely, the king's going to be free from 5 to 9.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
Fantastic.
So walk right up to him.
Anytime. It's fine.
Let's see here. Okay. Yeah. All right. Very good. So, as you're all milling about.
Oh my god. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Let's have Falcus make another d20 roll, please.
15. That would have been a crit.
Of course it would.
Of course it would.
Yeah.
Always one die behind.
All right. So.
Wait, I know how to fix this. Give me a completely worthless roll.
Roll swimming.
All right. Very good. So, there is a sudden cry of recognition. You see your sister, making her way through the crowds towards you.
Quick, random map roll.
Yeah.
For me?
Oh, for her?
For her
to see,
her sister.
to see what she looks like.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Is he like part of this ugly family?
Anything
or?
better than me.
And a random size roll for her.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, shit. Wait a minute. Oh, I gotta remind myself.
I think even with a 3d6, you'll do better than 5.
Probably.
Maybe?
Alright, so size is 6.
Oh
my god.
Teeny tiny.
App is 14.
Oh.
So,
The women are the opposite of the men.
Yeah.
pretty much. So she's sort of elbowing her way past the larger folk.
I'm very excited to see her. I have a love family of 17.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Aw.
Dearest sister.
I forgot who hated their family.
I say in my grunting voice.
Are you wheezing a little bit?
No, not
She's
wheezing.
standing?
I just
Okay,
have a grunting voice, piggish eyes, and I'm morbidly obese.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Well.
Those are some distinctive features.
Yeah, those are distinctive.
Oh my goodness.
So it's more like a Bella. Sister!
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Alright, this is Colwyn.
Quick, what's her love family?
Shit!
Yeah.
36 plus 4.
Those are the important things.
They are. 14.
Alright.
Oh, okay. She's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know you would be here, brother.
I'm with good Sir Blains.
Yes. Blains.
He's a fine man.
Girl, what?
Girl, what?
Girl, why are you looking at me like that? Alright, so wait. What the heck?
I think that's accurately described as the glad eye.
The glad eye.
Yeah.
So she says, I had heard you were still serving at his court. So she sort of remembers her manners and, bows to you. I was wondering if you could do me a favor.
Of course.
Well, it's just that I would like to be seated near the king.
What? I just start laughing. I start laughing at her.
She's 17.
I'm gonna start straight up laughing. Like, yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh man, what would I even...
At a 20 honest, can I
Please, absolutely with a 20 honest.
There's absolutely no chance we'll ever get you anywhere near the king. How could you ask such a crazy thing?
Yeah.
I blurt out.
I agree.
I'm sort of torn because I was just about to say absolutely.
At the same time as I blurt out.
Yeah.
You get it out like a half second before.
Right.
Yeah, so you basically say that simultaneously. Absolutely not.
Yes.
All right. So she, she looks a little taken aback. Two-thirds of the party are kind of shutting her down.
No.
Honest 20, dude.
So she turns to you, Blains, and she says, "Well, I guess what they say about you is true."
And what would that be, lady?
She turns on her heel and walks away.
Oh, whatever. You gotta keep your sister in check. She's really disrespectful.
She wasn't like this when I left her.
Well, she's putting on airs like she could sit next to the king like it's not a big deal, and it's actually a very big deal.
I will roll my fealty to you versus my love for my family.
Oh,
Hey, there you go. They're both notable.
Oh, no.
So yeah, make yours with a 16.
Oh.
Love family only with 15.
Oh.
I will try to regulate them a bit better in the future.
You see that you do.
I'm sorry, my lord.
Well, yeah, see that you do. She's very disrespectful. I don't know what she's talking about. What about me? What about me? What have you heard?
Great
what rumors
things.
have you heard
Wonderful
about me?
things.
Nothing but good things.
Great things. Amazing.
Yeah, what have you heard about me? What could she be possibly referring to? I know I can count on your squire to tell me the truth.
Actually, since you're from a different class, go ahead and make your intrigue
Yeah.
roll.
It's not very high.
No, it's not great.
I make it.
Hey. Well.
Brutally honest.
That's what I'm counting on. I know he's brutally honest, which is what I appreciate.
Okay.
I'm not a yes man.
Once
Not a
he's
yes
done.
man.
Okay.
But I do have high fealty. So I think that I'd manage to word it respectfully at least. Honestly. But brutally honestly.
Okay. Give me a d20 roll.
A 4.
Okay. Okay, so there's been a bit of a whispering campaign against Blains among, down in the squire's locker room and that kind of thing.
Squire's locker room. I don't want to know what that smells like.
Anyway, claiming claiming that he's an upstart. He's an upstart with boundless ambition who will step over his own mother to get what he needs.
I love a family's 10, so yeah.
Yeah.
I think I did step over her when I got my stewardship, so.
Yeah.
Well, my lord, word on the street is. Exactly
What he said.
Yeah, what he said.
They
I don't
obviously
think-
mean
I
it as a
don't-
compliment.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Do you have a high proud or a high vengeful?
Not really.
Okay.
I
But
do.
here's the thing.
Not proud.
But the thing about it is, I mean, in terms of me saying about her not being able to be there, I mean, it's just like I got newly promoted, so why would some random lady be seated next to the king before I would be?
Exactly.
So she's a lady too.
Go ahead and give me a proud roll.
I crit.
Ooh, I'll check your proud.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, even though all these things may be true, you still feel a bit stung by the
am.
fact that people are whispering about this behind your back.
Yeah,
Especially that they meant it negatively.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah, like that's a bad thing.
So, it says, with a critical success, this is from the rumor mill section in the Book of Uther.
Yes.
It says, with a critical success, the player knight very loudly and publicly proclaims his innocence and vows to stop at nothing to learn who is behind the lies.
With the proud roll?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
I will find out who said this about me, and I will
So just,
prove
Take
them
them down.
wrong.
does
Yeah,
this
I
like
will.
interrupt dinner, or is this
Yeah.
just like a sudden,
Well, we're still,
sudden
are they still
outburst?
handing out gifts and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's like
So there's a bit of a scene
Yeah.
over here in this part of the hall while the king's over there. Still, go to,
Does the king
hello,
hear, like,
good to see you.
the king maybe-
There's a slight moment. There's a
Yeah.
slight, where he's like in the middle of saying something,
Yeah.
to the Duke of Lindsay, and he kind of like pauses mid sentence, is like, anyway, as I was saying, it'd be great to see you next Easter, etc.
I will find out who that is. All right.
So,
Great.
in order to do that, you can make an intrigue roll.
Okay.
You can impassion it, of course.
Yeah, with
Honor is always
honor.
good.
I make it.
Okay.
I tend to. I crit.
Great.
Exactly.
Nice.
Okay.
Check that
By the
intrigue.
skin of my teeth. All right.
Okay, so,
Out. I have my ways.
So, over the next hour or so, you all sort of canvass the crowded hall, asking around, and under Blaine's coordination and direction, you eventually ferret out. Like basically it starts with Nerthade, talking to the squire he talked to originally, and then, who's his knight, and so forth, and going up the chain. And eventually you ferreted out none other than Count Roderick of Salisbury.
That tool.
That asshole.
This will not stand.
No. What the heck? Wait. He's a count.
Yes.
Oh shit. Well, I could take him down. He's not that big, right?
You're up and coming, my lord.
You can do this.
What do you think?
I think discretion would be wise.
Yeah,
He is a
best.
count after all.
Maybe we should spread a rumor about him.
Are there any rumors about him currently?
Yeah. What are the rumors about?
Well, that would take another intrigue roll from Falcus, since you have
Alright.
the
Can I
highest
make one?
intrigue.
Well, since I'm doing
For
this,
squires, yes.
Yeah.
doing this on behalf of my lord, can I impassion with fealty?
Yes, very much so.
Oh, I should have thought of that.
1 point away from critting.
Ah.
So it'll be a 17. 16.
A 17. Any rumors of Roderick?
That's right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a d20 roll.
18.
There's some rumors going around that he is a renunciate, that he is secretly a pagan.
Oh.
Gasp.
We confirm that with, like,
I didn't hear anything.
Did you see him at your last meeting?
That's what they do, right?
That's what they do. Where you're planning your pagan agenda.
Pagan agenda.
Did you see him dancing nude, howling at the moon?
Usually masks are involved.
Oh.
There's other ways to recognize people, though.
Did he have any notable birthmarks?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Moles or-
Any curvatures that we should
Yes.
know about.
Any battle scars that are well known.
Yes, that's true. Okay, so he's a renunciate.
So he's a
Yes.
secret pagan.
That's the rumor.
Let's
What's,
start spreading that rumor. Let's start spreading that rumor. I'm serious, guys. Let's do it.
Isn't he also trying to wed Ellen? Do we know that yet, though?
Yes, you do.
We do? We didn't find that out?
You do know that.
Is Ellen a good Christian woman?
Yes.
I would,
Start spreading that rumor.
yeah.
Alright, let's start spreading it. So, we want to spread this rumor around.
Okay, you do.
Okay.
Like, oh hey, I totally did see him at our last pagan meeting.
yeah, that's right! Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't. I totally can't. I'm totally honest. I
Okay.
can't lie.
Alright, but you
about
can
that.
say that we've heard that.
I have
Yes.
heard that said.
Okay.
I
Okay.
can say that.
Okay.
You have heard it. That's true.
Okay.
I
That's
have
true.
heard
Alright,
some
alright.
people say.
Fair enough.
And then I'll just give that, like, sort of knowing shrug when they're like, oh, really? Do you know anything else?
Alright.
I flat out can't actually lie about
Right,
that.
yeah.
No.
And of course, it's
So
for me,
great.
it's blasphemous that a dirty pagan would try to marry a good Christian woman.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Especially you're not even a knight yet. 180.
Someday, we'll get united.
Yeah.
I'll knight you soon.
And then,
I do have
you
a
know,
fealty of 17. I totally believe you.
Yeah, no, and I'm telling the truth. I have an honest of, 9. Still,
all 9 points. are
all
down
9
there.
points are saying yes. So, what are we now?
Oh, although since you have land, shouldn't you have a concern, or was it loyalty vassals or something like that?
Oh, right. Concerned commoners and loyalty vassals,
Because that
actually.
might help determine how you actually do feel about me.
That's true.
As a
Yeah.
squad.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll those both. Those
Oh,
are
God,
3d6
me too.
plus 3.
3d6
That's
plus
one of
3.
those notes. Well, that's your commoners, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's low.
9. and then what was the other one?
Loyalty vassals.
Loyalty vassals. Oh man.
So, it's shaping up to be Blains here.
I gotta pick other dice. Alright.
Need fresh dice.
Much better. Alright. Plus 3? 18.
Oh, very good.
Alright.
So I care about my bros, but I don't care about my commoners.
Mm-hmm.
You trust. I will, yeah. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get a throw for Jade.
I'm fine. It's just my hands.
No, I know, but you can put your hand in.
I have gloves.
Warm up the core, and the whatever Liam Neeson said about
double
it.
It's really just my hands and my toes. I promise. Always.
Famous last words before you get frostbite, you know. It's really just my hands and my toes that are turning black, guys. All right,
First stage frostbite, right?
exactly. All right. So meanwhile, as you're spreading the
I hopefully
rumor,
don't have frostbite.
I think you'll be okay.
uh,
Can you feel your fingers crossing? Is the important question.
yes.
Yeah, no, I can totally feel them. They're warmer.
Yeah. I'm not flinching this time.
Not completely.
Yeah.
Not recoiling in frigid terror.
All right. So Nerthade, as you are spreading this rumor amongst your own,
Does that even do anything? No.
not with the gloves.
So thanks, Dave.
So you're over near the stables,
Okay.
and you see a fellow lurking about. Mm-hmm. You know, he's just wearing kind of regular clothes, like you would see. Nothing fancy.
On me.
He looks like he's maybe a knight, you know, but it's not like he's wearing like a rich garb or
Put
anything.
these on and put the other ones on. These are liners. And then here's the throw. It might be dog hairy, but it's
I'm already dog hairy. It's fine.
yeah, but the liners help a lot too. Okay.
So,
I feel suspended.
the only thing unusual about him is that he is wearing a mask.
What?
That doesn't seem unusual at all.
Well, it's cold.
What kind
It's
of
freaking
mask?
cold out. You know, he's just got his
like
face
the hood.
wrapped.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
so you can just see his eyes basically.
Okay, he's masked.
He's masked.
More than he's wearing.
I should say.
Oh,
Yes, he is
okay.
masked.
Any notable features about him?
Piercing gaze.
Yeah. Hey, it's Blains.
Piercing otter-like eyes.
All right. Yeah, no, nothing. You know, he's average height, average
Where'd
build.
this guy come from?
Basically, Nurthade's over near the stables in the course of spreading rumors about Roderick.
Thank
so,
you. Yeah, okay.
So he's like, hey, psst, you there?
Yes. I mean, if he looks like a knight, then I guess I'll have to go.
Yeah, he has a sword on his belt.
right.
So, I'm trying to get into court.
I don't think I can help you, buddy.
I think you can. And he you know, holds out one of his hands, and he's got a few Roman silver coins in his hand. You know.
I'm brutally honest. You know, not all squares can be so easily bought.
Hashtag not all squires.
I'm the only square who can be bought. And if you're not invited, then clearly you were deemed unworthy of the celebration.
Hand closes. Fine on you.
I don't say that
Stalks
kindly,
away.
but definitely.
Yeah, no, you're just
What's the truth?
just laying it out.
Matter-of-factly.
Yep. All right.
I'm like Data. Just
Yeah.
facts.
Logic.
Okay, so meanwhile, Blains.
Yes.
Yes. So, you would like to repudiate these rumors that have been levied against you.
Yeah.
How would you like to do that?
Are you gonna
spreading-
like make a speech during dinner?
Exactly.
I think I might.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my orate is not good. Well, anyway, I say all that to say I'm spreading rumors about Roderick.
Uh-huh.
Screw that guy.
Uh-huh.
He's the one spreading it about me.
Uh-huh.
And I am going to talk with Ellen to get in her good graces, because if she has my back, then people will respect her, and so they would believe her. If they start talking shit about me in front of her, she'll be like, oh, no.
Or at the very least, she's got her father's here.
Well, the thing about Ellen is that she's not here. She's not present. Yeah.
Just her dad.
Just her dad.
We'll talk to...
Actually, wait a minute. Let me just double check on that.
Is Ellen secretly here? She's dressed
She's
up
the
as
one
a
that tried to
knight.
offer me the money.
She's dressed as her dad. Yeah. Hey, it's me, Ellen. Yeah, fuck off.
Keep walking.
Keep walking. All right. Let me see here. There we go. Okay. Oh no, he is actually back at home as well. So
Alright, well, I'm going to talk to the Duke then, because if he's my lord...
yes, Duke Ulfius.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because he should be squashing these rumors.
Mm-hmm. And what are you going for with this discussion?
To let him know that I've heard the rumors, they're not true. What would he advise that I do to combat these rumors about me?
Okay. So yeah, he listens as you talk about this, and he is very concerned. He says, "Yes, I've been talking with the king a bit, and I think this Easter he's going to make his decision. So it's very important that your reputation be above reproach.
Well, Count Roderick is spreading rumors about me.
Can you prove this?"
Yes. I don't know if I can, but I'm saying yes, I can.
Yes, I can. All right. He looks thoughtful. Would you consider attempting to prove these rumors in court?
Oh, craps. Yes.
And you crit that proud, though.
Yeah, I did. I've gotta get this out of the way. This is bad.
Very well. I would advise you then to make an announcement this evening during the feast. Levy your accusation, and we'll go from there.
Is Count Roderick there?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There he is, that bastard.
Spit in his eye.
Hate him. Alright, so, okay. Alright. I'll do that.
Okay.
So during the dinner...
So,
yeah.
yes.
Ooh,
Wait.
good night.
Thank you.
All right.
Sorry, Dave.
That's all right.
All right. So the feast or the hall is cleared for the feast, and the boards are brought out, and essentially, very basic. No tablecloths or anything fancy like that. Just plank boards,
right.
And let's see here. So we're going to be using a slightly modified version of the feast rules. All right, so
What are you doing?
sure that's okay. There we go. All right, so sorry. All right, so the feast is underway, and we're using the slightly modified feast rules. So, I don't have the new feast deck with me, but I do have all the events in front of me here,
Cool.
and there's 100 of them.
So we roll a D100.
D100.
Yeah.
As the beef marrow fritters are brought out.
Nice.
I got a 51.
Okay, so let's see here. Oh, and go ahead and make your app roll as well, please.
Sweet.
Made it.
I made it.
Great.
App roll?
No.
That's a fail on the. All right. All right. Let me just pull that up there. Okay. So let's see here. If you make it, you get a +5 to the roll. As appropriate. If you fail, there's no modifier.
Cool.
If you fumble, there's a -5.
Oh, so you don't leave the feast anymore.
Nope.
Awesome.
Okay. So. Oh, and also, if you fail or fumble, you have to do an event. You can't talk to an NPC. So you can only talk to an NPC if you make your app roll. Yeah. All right. So, Jade, what'd you get on your event roll?
51.
51. Okay, so to help wash down the beef marrow fritters, a jug of ale is being brought around for more drink. So choose temperate or indulgent.
Actually, much more intemperate.
Okay, and you get a +5 to that since you made your app roll.
So it's +5 to my skill, right?
No, +1.
Yep.
Okay, I made it.
Great. All right, so you quaff some ale. Don't make an ass of yourself.
I mean, I'm a squire.
Yeah.
Exactly. In fact, you're probably helping to serve the ale and then pouring a little bit for yourself. So,
That's right. But not a noticeable amount.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay, and how did Falcus do?
A 96.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see here. 96 is... Haha! Oh, ho, ho. Now, let's see here.
Oh my god.
Uther is making the rounds.
Again.
Yes.
Again. And so he stops at your table.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So...
Is my sister sitting nearby?
No. No, she's not, because you didn't help her. So...
Wait, but... Oh, wait, never mind.
She's having like a 17-year-old like emotional fit somewhere.
All right, so he comes by. He's got
Does he recognize his faux pas now?
Well, let's find out. So he's got his crew with him. His own crew. His own squad. So go ahead and give me a courtesy roll.
Oh, dear God. This ain't happening. Nope. That's a fail. Not a fumble, though.
Okay. All right. Give me an app roll at -2.
I
Holy shit!
Oh my god, he really
That's
fucked it.
amazing.
Oh
That's
my god.
amazing.
Yes.
You crit your 3 app.
Yes.
Let me just say that out loud. He crit his 3 app.
That's amazing.
Brilliant.
Fucked up.
Oh, that's great.
That's fucked up.
Huh.
Wow. Okay.
He just looks at me and says, "Sir, I like how you tuck into those."
I like the head of your jib with the blitz.
I'm just fascinated with how you're eating those fritters. They're just like a duck, just right down your gullet.
Just swallow them whole.
Oh my god.
All right, so actually, Uther comes around, and he's like greeting everyone, hello, and then he sees you, and he's like, my man here told me that I made a terrible mistake earlier, and I gave my Yuletide gift to your squire. Oh, there he is. Yes. I just wanted to tender my apologies.
Oh, no offense taken, my liege. It's not the first time.
Oh.
It's not the first time. And he says, listen, there's something else too. You're a man of great size. I mean, I think
Thank you, sir.
I'm not the first to tell you that either.
Bring it all my life.
Truly outstanding proportions. And he's kind of like feeling you, like you're a horse, kind of cupping your breast a little bit, just like,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Listen,
I'm trying so hard not to laugh, my lord.
jowls quivering as you try to keep it in.
Okay, I'm like sitting there rigid, staring at Blains like, what the hell do I do?
And Blains like, just go with it. Just fucking go with it. Just go with it.
The king wants to cup your tit. He's gonna cup your
going
tit.
to.
That's right.
I don't
Yeah, I don't know either.
know what's going on.
So he says, I'm wondering if I could,
Milk you?
Oh my god.
I'm wondering if I could impose upon you. I was thinking I wanted to have a bit of a wrestling match after the feast. Not me personally, of course, but
Of course.
yes.
I would never raise a hand against you, sire.
No, certainly not. But no, I like to see a good scrum.
Yeah.
And well, you seem like an excellent candidate. What do you say?
Well, of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Go for it.
Good. I knew I could count on you.
If, yes,
Wait,
of course.
who would he be grappling with?
Indeed. You can make intrigue rolls.
You're the second fattest knight at the feast.
The second fattest
I
knight.
critted.
Ooh, excellent. Wow, a lot of crits going around here. All right. So Uther has like I said, he has kind of his squad, and among those guys are some, we could call them toughs. Mm-hmm. Fairly kind of bruiser types.
Mm-hmm.
So most likely one of those fellows.
Oh, God.
Kind of, they're sort of notoriously tough.
Oh, so I'm about to get publicly humiliated.
Oh my god.
Quite possibly, yes.
Kind of think I know who poisons Uther now, guys.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Was an achievement unlocked and we didn't realize it?
Oh, I was gonna ask.
Achievement.
Bard Lord be mistaken for a knight of at least twice your glory?
Hey!
Oh! Achievement unlocked.
Wow.
For listener at home, we are using a list of crowdsourced achievements from the Pendragon Google Plus community. I will post a link in the show notes.
They're beautiful.
They are. Okay.
All right.
All right.
So what about my time at the feast?
Indeed. So what did you...
I rolled something, but I realized I want to go talk to Roderick.
You'd rather talk to... Oh. Okay.
Yes.
Getting real.
Let's nip this shit in the bud, man.
Okay.
Shitstorm. Flush it down the toilet.
Okay.
Oh, those weren't invented yet.
Wow, that's...
Alright, so, where's Roderick?
He's around. You can definitely go see him.
I'm gonna go look at him and talk to him and
Okay.
bug him.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just queuing up his thug stats here. All right, so...
Wait, Roderick's? Or
No, Uther's.
The one that's going to thrash me.
Oh, you'll be fine.
I have a strength of...
The one that's going to thrash me.
Actually, hey, because it's like you have like your mighty girth, so just like sumo it up and like just knock him out.
Mm-hmm.
Sit on him.
There you go.
Oh my god.
This is what you do. Mm-hmm. All right.
I will take your advice, my lord.
All right. So, very good. So you spot
tap him
Roderick
on the shoulder.
as he's licking his fingers from the last marrow fritter. So he like kind of turns around on the bench. Oh, it's you.
Yeah, it's me. So I heard you've been spreading rumors about me.
I can't imagine where you might have heard that. You're not that important.
I heard directly from some other people that you were saying that I'm ambitious, which I don't see any problem with, but you seem to be threatened by it.
In a negative sense.
You seem to be threatened by it.
I'm not threatened in the least.
Then why would you start talking about me behind my back? Why wouldn't you just say it to my face like a gentleman?
Say it to my face.
Say it to my face.
So he
you have a problem?
wipes his mouth with his sleeve, and then swings around, stands up. What's your size?
18.
Oh, okay. So you guys are about eye to eye. He says, "Very well. I will say it to your face. I am going to get the hand of Lady Ellen, and anything I can do to ensure that, I'm going to do. And that's why I'm a count, and you're just a steward."
How old are you?
He's 2 years older than you.
Was he ever a steward?
No.
Yeah, okay.
It's the natural order of things. You were born to be in your position, and I was born to be in mine. I know about your father. He was just a lowly household knight. My father was Lord of Salisbury, just like his father before him and his father before him.
Alright, I really don't even know what to say to this.
I'll see you in court.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I guess your reputation will hold up in court, which is where I'll be taking you, based on this libel that you've been, or slander you've been spreading about me.
You don't have the nerve.
Ooh, hate
Watch
passion.
me.
Yeah, do you want to generate a hate
Yeah.
passion?
Yeah.
Alright. 3d6 plus 4.
13.
Okay.
Watch
It
me.
begins.
I'm gonna walk away.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't have a good comeback. Oh. Alright.
Okay, so another round
I gotta take this
as
fucking
the
record.
roast.
Oh, I crit my app.
Nice.
Ooh.
As the roast gear is brought out, along with some bream and eel pasties.
Oh, I fumbled my
I
app.
love pasties.
I fumbled my app.
Fumbled your app. Okay, so that's going to be a -5 on any roll you have to make this round. Critical is a +10
And a fail.
and a fail. Okay, so D100 roll.
44.
44. Okay. So for Blains, all right. So there's a lot of knights from all over the land. One of your loyal vassals asks you to weigh in on a little discussion he's having with a fellow knight as to the identity of yet another knight, a third knight, who just walked by.
Does he have a mask of... Is he
He's not masked, no. So...
Who is that, basically?
Who was that? Exactly.
Oh,
so give me a
was-
recognize roll, please.
That...
With a -5 to recognize.
I recognize as 3.
Well,
I
you...
rolled a 2.
No!
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just pissed. I could have totally
Well,
made
you
it.
fumbled your app roll,
did,
right?
I
So, yeah.
You're probably still distracted from being me.
I am. I'm a little pissed.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, who?
I was a little pwned. Yeah, oh, that's Sir... what's his name?
So what's his name? What a
Yeah.
strange
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, I don't
What a
know.
strange appellation.
It is weird. It is weird. I don't know
Yeah.
who that is.
So, yes, they withdraw back into their little guessing game. A little stung by your cross manner.
Everyone hates me.
All right, it's the world against Blaine.
Everybody hates me.
Guess I'll just go first.
All right, Falcus.
21.
21.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Let's see here.
Just wondering, like, the spectrum of events, how they were, like,
Arranged.
yeah.
Like all the middle ones are the 10 flies.
Yeah.
So your sister has returned. She plops down on the bench next to you.
Colin.
Colin.
If you were here, you would have seen the king.
Oh.
Oh, don't tell me that. I'm having the worst night ever. Starting with your rejection. I want to leave. Take me back.
What?
Take me back to my chambers.
Of course.
Are they related by blood?
Yes.
I'll have to be right back. The king wants me to wrestle someone.
You did fondle your teeth.
Yeah, you did. Best action you're gonna get.
All right. So make your love family roll.
Oh my god.
I fail it.
Ahaha!
Oh.
So roll generous at a -5.
Oh god. Did I fail that by 1 too?
Okay.
Jeez.
So you're not going anywhere.
Oh, my sister's gonna hate me.
Oh, man.
Oh, of course, because I'm doing this for the honor of Sir Blains. So, I'm sorry, sister, but I'm supposed to wrestle in a few minutes.
You're supposed to wrestle.
Not Greco-Roman style.
Oh, probably.
So she leaves again in a huff.
Amusingly as possible. Her love family's just going down.
Seriously.
14 is gonna be like a 12.
Definitely repudiating it this winter phase.
Yeah. She's like, screw that.
All right, and Nerthade.
24.
24. Okay. All right. So you've been stealing sips of ale as you serve it up, and it's starting to get to you a little bit. So give me a con roll, please.
With my plus 10?
With your plus 10.
Okay, so it's a 25, so I get a plus 5 to my roll. I succeed.
Yeah. All right. You're fine.
I'm pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, very good. So, indeed, the wrestling time is fast approaching. All right.
This is so weird. I love it. Okay.
It's getting dark, guys.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. So, it is getting dark, and some knights have failed their con rolls and are a bit into their cups, and so you can actually see a little commotion over at one of the tables as a rather large fellow. Large in the sense of muscular rather than flabby.
Yeah.
Is, pretty much just like picking up a knight by his collarbones and just lifting him out of his bench and then ejecting him from the hall.
Oh, no.
At which point, several of the knights around you are like, they call him the One.
Oh my god.
That's Sir Monoval, the royal bouncer.
Sir Mongo?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
I'm going to stop drinking.
Oh no, if you keep drinking, it might make you dead weight.
Yeah.
Oh.
You might pass out in the middle. Puke all over him.
Bounce off you like rubber.
You might puke all over him, too.
Oh, definitely stopping drinking. I'm gonna keep eating though.
Oh god,
for it.
no. Definitely puke.
I can't stop.
Oh my god.
I'm nervous now.
Stress eating.
Give me some more of those tasties.
Nervously
Yes,
eating.
my lord.
Oh god. Oh man.
Then meanwhile, over at the high table, there's these 3 knights who have just been standing in front of the table the whole time with their arms folded. They're called the Trio.
Oh,
And
man.
they're a trio of household knights who are renowned for their cruelty and martial skill. So it might be one of them.
Wow.
Might be all 4.
So many possibilities.
Yeah. The good news is they only kill upon command. So.
Oh. Right, that's really
Great, so I'll get like the thumbs up or the thumbs down at the end of the wrestling.
Alright, so let's do one more round before the wrestling match.
Oh man. I don't know if I can take much more of this. I made my app.
Oh my god, I made my app too.
I made mine as well.
Alright, wow, okay. So the jellies are brought out, and
39.
39. So you get a +5 on this roll. And let's see. Alright, so yes, people are getting a bit wasted at this point, and a drunken knight trying to wend his way between the tables bumps into you. So go ahead and roll Dex, first of all.
Okay. I fail.
Ooh,
Oh,
so...
+5 to your dex.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yes, that's
Thank
true.
you. I crit actually.
Oh, wow, okay.
Thank
So you managed to not get any ale sloshed on you. And roll forgiving with the +5.
My forgiving is very high.
Okay.
Forgiving. I crit that.
Wow, okay. Very
What's
good.
going on over here?
Alright, so you're so magnanimous that
Yeah, see,
he...
but nobody's here to see it. Everyone's too drunk to witness my magnanimous forgiveness-ness.
Yes.
Son, my lord.
Yeah, you're already on my side.
You're already on my side. So he actually, the drunken knight actually apologizes to you.
Oh, think nothing of it. We all make mistakes. Tell other people I'm nice.
That was Sir Blains that just forgave you.
Alright, Falcus.
91.
91. Okay, let's see here.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, time flies.
Yes!
Okay.
Oh
And Earthade.
92?
Okay, so very good. So
192? Oh, 91 away. Oh my god. He's
so
out over
he
here.
is. So the king rises to call a toast.
Okay.
All right. So this is a global event. Everybody rolls temperate or indulgent.
Alright, temperate it is.
I fail temperate,
I make it.
I make
and
mine
I
as
fail
well.
indulgent. So
Oh,
I'll
alright.
toast.
Okay. And who rolled best out of all of you?
10.
12.
9.
Okay. All right. So Nurthade, the king actually makes eye contact with you because you're, toasting him so well. So
Oh, well then.
Maybe you'll
You
get
have a
knighted by the
distinctive
king.
braided beard.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I'm tall. I'm standing so far above everyone else. Sitting down.
Yeah, I was like, why is he still squire? All right, so very good. So, in due course, the tables are cleared away. There's
I believe in you, my lord.
It's getting like really tight.
yeah,
Dead weight.
My mouth is super dry.
yeah, just fall on him. Fall on him.
Just sit on
Yeah,
him.
that's
Just
like
sit on
my
him.
exact advice.
Just fall on him. Okay.
Yeah.
A little, drum is playing.
Oh,
as,
God.
Although you do have great decks, that helps.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so the king rises once again, and he says, "Now it's time for my favorite point of the evening, wrestling."
This better be good. This better be good.
Sir Falcus of Silchester has most kindly assented to
Yeah.
to enter the squared circle against my own choice, Sir Monaval, the royal bouncer.
I make a strangled noise in my throat. It's quickly drowned out by the thunderous applause.
Yes. Woo! Everyone's
Rubbing
pounding
your
their tankards and whatnot,
Yeah, no, come on. You can do this.
Dead weight, my lord.
Yes.
Did you see him lift that man?
Yeah,
up by
but
his
he was
collarbone?
if
You're
totally
dead
tiny.
weight. He'll totally. Yeah.
That's true too. Dead weight won't move. Also, he was smaller than you.
Yeah.
So, come on. I think you
Everyone's
underestimate your
smaller than
size.
you, my lord.
Yes, most people. Most people are.
So Flames isn't.
Well, There.
It's gonna be fine.
So the rules are very simple. It's basically just grapple each other until someone submits.
Great.
Yeah.
So, no holds barred, eye gouges, crotch kicks, those are all allowed.
What? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So, Monteval's, taking his tunic off, revealing these, like, rippling muscles,
Woo, yeah, woo.
Don't, my lord.
Don't take your shirt off.
I wasn't planning on this.
Brutal honesty.
It's basically Patrick Swayze and Chris Farley doing the dance off.
Oh.
Just scaled up a little bit.
This
Right?
is really Sir Farley.
Yeah. Farley.
Sir Farley.
Yeah, pretty much.
Uglier Chris Farley.
Oh.
Alright.
Okay, so he proceeds out onto the reed-strewn
Yes.
floor.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Uh-huh.
Flexing his pecs.
Whoa. Wow. He looks pretty muscular, but you can do this.
Don't forget, my lord, it's only until one of you submits. And that's totally fine. No shame. Hence the rules.
So Uther, seeing your hesitancy, says, "I'd like to sweeten the pot a bit.
Yeah.
I was noticing your squire earlier, Sir Falcus, multiple times. Very handsome, good-looking man.
The guy who's just feeling up another man is
Yeah.
in our alternate universe.
Yeah. Seriously. Oh, man.
Hey, man.
Okay.
I'm picturing Uther's pansexual.
Yeah. It's very Roman.
It is. It is. I'll tell you, if you win this match, I will knight your squire on the spot.
Oh, man.
I won't be offended if you can't do this,
I
sir.
stand up immediately.
Aww.
All right.
Yeah, and make my way down.
Okay.
Alright, he's doing it.
Here we go. So, as you know, Dex is the attribute you use to try and get the guy in a clinch. Strength is the attribute you use to hold the hold and try and
Indeed, and
force
since these are
submission.
stats, there's no impassioning.
Right.
Indeed.
Okay.
So, deck's off.
Uh-huh.
We collide in the middle of the Titanic veil of flesh.
Oh.
Titanic fail. All right.
Can you imagine? Oh, never mind. At least he doesn't have his shirt off, because just like that wet slap sound.
Yeah.
That would have been bad.
There's still like a slight amount of it. No amount of fabric can really...
Mask that sound.
That's true. That's true. And you quickly discern why he took his shirt off, because he immediately uses your shirt against you, grabbing it and twisting the fabric.
Oh, no.
I might find his shirts!
It's beginning
my
to
God.
tear. You can hear the threads popping.
No! He's revealing my shame.
Oh. Oh, my God.
And let's see here. All right. So he is going to throw you. Okay.
He sounds so calm about it.
So he throws you to the ground. You take 4 points of damage.
Ooh.
Alright.
Okay. And then he kind of, backs up. He's like, come on.
Oh, he wants a fight.
Tear off your shirt, my lord.
Yeah, it's like the collar's all stretched out now, so it's practically off anyway at
Alright.
this point.
I get up and... well, I'm not proud.
Oh, man. You can do this.
Falcus, be not proud.
Shirt comes off.
Alright.
There's an audible gasp that spreads around the hall.
Some lady's faint.
Oh, no.
Oh!
Oh, my God.
Oh!
Oh, whoa.
Now, are they hairier than they're expecting or not?
What would be more horrifying?
I think hairless. I think hairless.
Oh, really?
Smooth as a fish belly.
Oh god.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I think so.
Just a few stray hairs.
Oh, man.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Acne?
Oh,
I mean, app 5.
come on.
It's not part of my distinctive features.
That's your distinctive feature is
You
acne.
want to touch me now?
Oh, no. Yeah, there we go.
You definitely see a look of hesitation cross his face. But then you're back in the clinch.
Charge it again.
Is it worth it?
Oh,
I make it.
I failed.
All right.
Oh.
You just sumo him.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you made your roll, so one of your options is throw your opponent down and sit on him.
Oh,
Do
great.
it! Do it! Sit on him! Sit on him!
Let's try this.
All right, so you've thrown him down. You're sitting on him.
Oh, okay.
So now
you can demand his surrender, release him, or keep holding him, but he does get an opposed strength roll. So,
Is Uther liking this?
huh?
Is Uther into
Oh, yes, he's like, oh, lovely.
What's your uncle's name? Say his name.
Exactly.
What is thine uncle?
Say thine uncle.
Oh, I made my strength roll.
Oh.
Okay, what did you roll?
A 2.
A 2. Okay, I made it with a 6. So, let's see, I win in against... Alright, so he gets you off of him, but you're both on the ground still.
I see.
Roll over onto him.
Yeah. Crush him.
So, another dex roll.
Of course. I fail.
Okay, I made it. So he gets on top of you and puts you in a clinch. And yeah, he's just kind of like, got one arm under your armpit. He's kind of got you in this half Nelson. So now he's telling you to surrender.
Never!
Strength versus strength?
Yeah. Make it with a 5.
Okay, I made it with a 12.
Yeah.
So he's still got you in the hold. Surrender, I say!
Never!
Roll, my
Okay.
lord, roll.
Here we go.
I'm at 5 again.
I rolled a 1, so you break the hold.
Yes.
Alright, you are now drenched in sweat as you
Makes you more difficult to
slippery.
get. Yeah.
as you regain your feet and go in for the clinch again. I'll give him a -5 to his dex to reflect your slippery status.
Huzzah. I make it.
I fumbled.
Oh.
Alright.
Just like sumo bounce him, like.
Uh-huh.
Okay, great.
Yeah. You want to do some damage to him?
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do.
Definitely.
Alright. I'll say since he fumbled, you can do damage and get him in a submission hold if you want.
Oh, like he slipped and just...
So, strength roll?
Let me do his damage first. He takes 4 points. And yeah, give me a strength roll.
I fail.
Okay. Oh, I failed as well. Wow. All right, so you've got him in a hold. Let's see. Let's see what he's going to do here.
Name my uncle!
Never! I haven't lost a fight in a 12-month.
I don't think I've ever been in a fight.
So he's trying to throw you off.
Failed my strength.
Okay, I made mine, so he breaks out of the hold. Okay, another dex.
Yep. Make it with a 6.
Okay, I failed, so you get him back. So again, you can throw him, you can pin him.
Let's try a pin. Maybe I can make my size work for me in that situation.
Oh, yeah. Good thinking. Let's do... Alright, so let's do opposed strength first.
Fail.
Okay. And then roll your size.
Make it with a 17.
Okay, I'm going to roll his con. And I failed.
So you're just literally squishing him.
Yes. So you no longer have him in a hold, but you're on top of him.
My folds are smothering him.
Yes, and he's just like, oh!
Little rib cracks.
Can't breathe.
Yeah, exactly.
Rib cracks.
Alright, so he takes another 4 points of damage.
Oh, ow.
And at this
Come on,
point...
man, you've got him.
I relinquish the necessity of speaking that uncle's name. A simple tap will suffice.
simple tap will suffice.
Oh my god.
Alright. He taps out.
Okay.
Wow.
I
Yay!
roll off.
I help you up,
Thank
sir.
you.
Very good job. Very good job.
It's all slippery.
I'm used to. I'm used to.
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you're used to
There's
the
a certain
sweat.
hook before you
Yeah.
hoist.
So I'm gonna wait until his chemise is on to pat him on the back. Great job.
Thank you, my lord. That's... I don't know what happened.
Well, it was pretty spectacular, I
That
would
was
say.
really spectacular.
Yeah, you made us all look very good. So, thank you.
You made us all look good.
Everyone looks good compared to me right now.
No. Totally won. Yeah.
So Uther bounds down from the high table. Like,
Follow the fat man again.
that was fantastic. I'm absolutely
God.
fantastic. I must have you back in my Easter court for more of that.
I'll kneel immediately and... Of course, my liege.
And now I have a promise to keep. You there. What's your name?
Sir Nerthid.
Nirthade.
Wow.
Kneel before me.
Done.
Alright. So he takes a performs a very perfunctory knighting ceremony,
Do you swear this and so forth? Very good. I pronounce you Sir Nerthade.
Yeah!
Take thy sword. Yes, there you
Yay.
are. Ah, yes. More drinks. So, anyway,
wow.
the night devolves into
Such revelry.
Debauchery.
such revelry, exactly. And so, Sir Blains, we return to you. You have confronted Count Roderick.
Just sitting there amid the chaos, like thinking with my utterly ways.
Right.
How to evade this bullshit.
So, what do you think? Do
I'm
you
taking
want
him to court.
You take him to court?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
But I gotta find people who are willing to back me up, which is gonna be hard since they believe the rumors about me.
Or you just have to ally yourself with those who are even more ambitious and ruthless.
Ooh.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Uther.
Yeah, seriously. That guy's got a dark streak.
He's a sadistic fucker.
He's dark, man.
He
Yeah.
likes the fatties.
He's a chubby Shakespeare.
Either very fat or very thin.
Yeah, nothing in between. All right.
Oh boy.
All right. So, let's see. So you're going to file a suit against him. then.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. So the way these things work is that most likely it will be decided at the King's Easter Court. So, let's see here. Okay. Litigation.
Yeah.
Yes.
How can we make this work for me?
Well, in the Book of the Warlord, we have some rules. So,
Obviously, you want to bribe a lot
Right.
of people.
Right.
indeed. Okay, so, let's see here.
It's stylized. I can't make my my knight look obese in his heraldry. Maybe later.
All right, so
I do feel like a meat pie or something just needs to be one of the. Yay!
all right, so you'll want to hire a lawyer. Old lawyer, young lawyer. What do you want?
Well, I want someone who's reputable, someone whose reputation, they've won a lot of cases.
Okay, so an older lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh, people Roman.
Yeah, a Roman.
Yeah, those
exactly.
guys are good.
Yeah. All right, give me a 2d6 roll, please.
7.
Okay, so he's got a skill of 12. Okay. All right. Good news is Uther does not dislike or hate you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so how much bribery would you like to offer?
How much money do I have?
Well, as an ordinary level knight with your own lands and so forth, I think we can reasonably say that you might have 4d6 plus 20 libra.
Could he squeeze his peasants to?
Yes, you could. You could squeeze your peasants.
I will.
Okay.
46 plus what?
20.
It's gonna be 32.
32. And do you want to squeeze your peasants?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my reputation on the line. If I don't succeed in this, they can't have better lives. So,
Drastic measures
yes.
sometimes must be taken.
Those that survive will thank you.
Yes.
So, that's doubled then to 64 libra.
Alright, so I'm gonna spend half of that.
Okay, so you're going to do 32.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how much Count Roderick bribes.
Do I find that out? Can I change it? Can I change it
You
after?
can't change it afterwards, no.
Alright, so then never mind. Make that 40.
You're going to do 40.
Yeah.
All right. So you're doing 40.
Damn it.
And let's see here. He did that much. All right, you bribed more than he did.
Good. But that might make me look bad.
No, not at all. That stuff never trickles down to the rank files.
Right, of course.
Okay. So, very good. All right, go ahead and give me a roll representing your lawyer's roll. You're going to get a plus 18 on this. Yeah.
24 total.
24 total, so that's a crit. Okay, let's see how your opponent's lawyer does here. Regular success.
Okay.
All right, so you got a critical, and
You got a success, so very good. Okay, so that's a win.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Ah,
All right.
Hello.
the courtroom erupts with spontaneously applause.
I hope so.
Hooray!
All right. So now that we've determined all that, I'll set the scene.
Okay.
All right. So it is Easter. You have
Wait, are we
traveled.
gonna have another wrestling tournament?
Possibly.
Yay!
Gotta defend the title.
Yeah.
Against someone different this time.
Yeah.
It is Easter, and you have journeyed to the castle of the Slippery Ford in Lonazep,
All right.
which is where Uther is holding court.
Okay.
Duke Ulfius has come to offer his support for you.
Excellent.
Roderick is there with his men, Sir Bar, Sir Leo, and Sir Lycus, along with their young squires.
Yeah. Ahem.
Learn the ways of the real world.
As well as Sir Elad. Or rather, they should be there.
Oh.
But when Uther calls his court to order, they are not present.
They're not backing up their boy?
Or Roderick is.
Roderick is not there. None of them are there.
So they're not even respecting this process.
Exactly.
I'm gonna whisper loudly because I can't help myself.
Yes.
Like, that's poor showing.
I agree.
That is definitely breach of courtesy.
Yes.
I agree.
Makes you wonder why he didn't show up.
Yeah.
Really makes you think. So there's a lot of murmuring. And Uther, basically the lawyer, the Count Roderick's lawyer is there. But as they approach the high bench, he's like, if they're not even going to show up, I don't even care to hear your arguments. Sir Blains, I'm awarding you judgment in your favor in this libel or in this slander case. And I will hereby say that my treasurer can figure out how much Count Roderick owes you. But clearly, you're fine. Good. Next.
I'm fine.
Yes.
That really wasn't what I was hoping. I need more of an endorsement than that. So I elbow my lawyer, like, can we get anything else from the king?
This is good enough. Just walk away. Bow and walk away.
I think the murmurs alone speak volumes, my lord.
I hope you're right.
You're willing to come to court
Yeah, I mean,
in person to stand up for your good name, and I think that the people will acknowledge that.
This will begin its own whisper campaign, my lord.
I hope so. I hope you're right.
So,
Of course I'm right. I'm starting it right now.
We're whispering to you. We're whispering right now.
whisper.
Watermelon,
You gotta say, I gotta say something else than that.
Alright.
You can't just whisper. You have to say something.
Say something of substance.
Alright.
So you're all standing around watching as Uther's dispensing various rulings
Yeah.
and so forth. When the door to the hall bangs open, and Count Roderick comes striding in, he's bathed in sweat. He's a bit cut up.
Oops.
The other knights with him also look a bit like they've been in a fight. And they're dragging someone with like Sir Lycus has somebody by his collar and he's dragging him along.
Oh man.
And so the king is like, what is the meaning of this and so forth. And Roderick bows deeply before the king and he says, my lord, we tried to make it, but we were waylaid. We were waylaid by some ruffians. We captured one of them. Here, you! And he goes back and grabs him and throws him down in front of the king.
No.
You can see that he's been severely beaten. Several of his fingers have clearly been broken. And he says, "Tell the king what you told me."
Oh shit.
And so this guy says, "We're just mercenaries. We're just mercenaries trying to make our way." And
that guy.
we got hired by some guy. His face was we couldn't see his face. It was all wrapped up. And he paid us a bunch of silver, and he said, "Make sure that Count Roderick doesn't make it to the king's court at Easter."
That wasn't me.
I recall a masked knight at the Yuletide feast.
Who dat?
He
Who
too
jacket?
tried to bribe me in an attempt to have him snuck into the festivities, and I, of course, refused him.
An obvious mischief maker, I'm sure.
Don't you get involved. says Roderick.
I can't. Alan is 20. I can't.
Well, I've already won the case, so
It's like instead
too
of
little, too-
thinking
yeah.
internally.
Yeah. Out loud.
Yeah.
Thinking out loud. I've already won the case, so I don't really think there's anything else to be done.
So Uther's been like kind of, his eyes have been sort of darting back and forth between all the speakers. He's been stroking his gingery beard.
We wrestle for it, sex.
Most unfortunate, Salisbury. As Sir Blains here says, I have already rendered my verdict. But I'll take your story into consideration. As for you, penalty for assaulting a baron is death. Take him to the gallows.
Oh shit!
Well, I think that's enough court activity for today. Let's all reconvene here in a few hours for a
Popovers?
feast. Yes.
And chocolate bunnies.
Popovers.
And chocolate bunnies.
Yes.
Oh, man.
You're all dismissed.
Okay, so he hasn't changed my ruling.
No, he did not.
Thank God.
Matter of record.
Okay, is Countess Ellen going to be at the feast?
No.
Okay, do I have to go to her and like start proving myself? Like I guess she doesn't have a say in it. I have to talk to her dad. So
that's
the bear in there.
That's one bit of information that you have gleaned since arriving at court. Her father died.
Oh. Well, who's
Who's in charge of her?
The king.
The king.
Oh, Uther?
Yeah, but he ruled in my favor, so it's good.
It's a plus, so you just have to keep getting those pluses.
In this case, as his ward, it would probably do you well to get on Countess Ellen's good side as well.
Oh, I think so, but
Excuse me, Ellen.
But you've seen like Uther. He doesn't really care about anybody's opinion except his own.
Ah, but the lady, being young and,
You think?
again, having the sympathy perhaps of her father just passing,
True.
might be able to warm his heart in her favor.
You may be right. You're very wise, Northade. I appreciate that.
I mean, I'm naturally deductive.
I know you are.
Naturally
Very,
deductive.
very much so. I appreciate that. So, yes, so how to get back into the king's good graces? I don't think I'm out of them, but I want to get more. I don't know.
Perhaps you'll have an opportunity this afternoon.
And I'm wondering if you're going to have some more wrestling challenges.
Hopefully just the one.
On his way out of the court, Uther does look at Falcus and wink at him.
Battle quickly, obviously.
Winks. Oh my god.
Alrighty.
Unlock an achievement of some sort?
Have the king wink at you? No,
Oh,
sadly
that's too
no.
bad.
Sadly no.
Alright, so
Right, so time for the Easter feast.
Yes.
So once again, this hall is a little more cramped than the one at the Castle of the Pass, unfortunately. So you're all sort of shoved in there, elbow to elbow. There are many important personages here. Perhaps most notably, the young Duke of the Saxon Shore has come. He's recently been awarded this honor. And so there's much talk about his presence here.
Seems like a nice enough fellow.
yeah.
Well, you haven't met him yet.
Oh. He looks nice.
You haven't seen him yet.
Oh. So, but where the hell are we then? You're just talking
We're in
at
the
us?
nosebleeds.
Far,
We've other videos
far
up there
away.
somewhere.
Alright, yeah, we're crammed to the table just like,
Well, this was all before the feast. This was all
okay.
before the feast. So yes, you'll get a look at him at the feast. So, there we go. Okay, so you all gathered together. This king's bastard son Madoc is there.
Oh.
Let's see. There he is. Yeah.
Alright, yep.
And yes, also there is the Duke of the Saxon Shore. You can all make intrigue rolls at this point.
I crit!
Fail.
I make it.
Excellent. There's a lot of talk about the Duke. You see him up at the high table, or rather, you kind of see him because he's 4 years old.
Aww. Do they have to like cut up his food for him?
Oh yes,
Or eat
he's
it?
Does he have like a wet maid with him or something?
Yeah.
well.
Like a wet
His
nurse
Yeah.
his aunt is there,
Or him? Oh, okay.
the Baroness Pomponia,
What does she look like?
Yeah.
sort of like Judi Dench,
Oh. Well, young
Hey.
Judi Dench or
a young Judi Dench, younger.
bad. She's not gonna take shit though.
No,
Yeah,
she
no,
looks
she-
very tough, and she's having, various flunkies cut up his food for him.
Oh.
He also is being watched over by Knight Sir Marvis de Revel, and yes, intrigue rolls. A lot. Oh no, you already made them. A lot of whispering going on about the fact that a 4-year-old has never been named Duke before. Usually, you have to become a knight first.
Yeah.
So the
came
word
right
on the
at age
street.
2.
You all made your intrigue rolls, right?
Yes.
And
Oh,
then
no,
I
I
credited
failed.
yours.
Except for
Oh.
those who failed.
I'm
okay.
a little out of it.
All right, so Falcus, you're in a conversation with a fellow knight. You're sort of agreeing that basically the Duke, his name's Lucius. Lucius's inheritance can only be held by a knight, so thus Lady Pomponia needed to have him knighted and made Duke in order to knighted first, then made Duke in order to get the whole inheritance.
So that child is a knight.
Yes.
Does he have a tiny sword?
No.
Oh,
Well, not with him.
Crazy.
But that, it must have been her, her cagey ways that got this done. Nirthade, however, you are in conversation with one of the ladies of Uther's court, and she very confidently discloses to you, entranced by your braided beard,
It's pretty magnificent.
that she used no wiles other than a huge payment, perhaps as much as 4,000 libra in Roman silver.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Man, that's how much it costs to knight a 5-year-old?
4-year-old.
4-year-old, okay.
5 we can at least talk more.
right.
Can actually repeat the oaths.
Yeah. Well, ish.
Blains, why don't you give me a recognize roll with a +1?
+1?
Uh-huh.
Oh, God.
Not notable.
Oh, no. Not even.
Okay. You just see that there's a lady who's kind of openly flirting with the prince, but you don't know who she is.
With,
Prince Maddock.
Prince Maddock? Mm-hmm. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
One of your guys' recognize.
God, it's my sister.
Yeah, that'd be great. Did you recognize?
3.
Yeah, 3 also.
Yeah, also.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So, let's get some app rolls and some feast table rolls.
I make it.
Oh man, I make it.
Make it.
Great. All right. And for feasting,
62.
62. All right. Okay. So, Blains, somebody sends over a fine cut of meat for your table.
Instantly wait. Well. Okay, I accept it graciously.
All right. Make a temperate roll at -2.
It smells like good, huh?
I make it.
Okay. So,
Delicious.
yeah, tasty. Okay. How about Falcus?
I eat all the rest of the
That too. And what did you roll for your feast event?
29.
Okay. Are you going to finish that, my lord?
No, take it. You're gonna need it for your wrestling match.
And so you call for more food.
Yeah, I
And-
definitely want that dense weight to just
Yeah.
sit.
Another one of these.
Yes. And so a serving maid is coming over, weighed down, her knees wobbling under the weight of this roast,
Oh my
and she
gosh.
drops it on top of you. So make a dex roll, please.
Oh.
Grease and sweat.
Grease it up.
Oh, I make it.
Great.
Oh,
All
nice.
right. So you managed to jump out of the way in time to not get the meat tiles on your face. And forgiving
Oh,
roll.
make it.
Great. Okay.
Ah, my dear, that's such a tragedy. A few more steps and I would have relieved you of that burden myself.
It was too much for me spindly arms.
It's quite alright, dear. Bring a lighter one next time.
Take 2 trips next time.
That's right. Okay, so, and Earth 8?
34.
Okay.
If anyone else, just tell them that I ate all of those.
Oh, that modesty.
Yeah.
Alright, so the lady you were talking to earlier is sitting alone if you wish to approach her.
What's her app?
Let's find out. Let's see.
Is it worth? Yeah, is it worth my time?
App 19.
Whoa. Alright.
You can give me intrigue roll. Or no, a recognize roll. +1.
Plus, what's that? I recognize.
Make it.
Oh, whoa! Good, excellent.
Okay. So you know that this is Lady Diane. She's Uther's latest in a long list of concubines.
Oh,
well.
his latest concubine.
So, let's see here. Go ahead and give me an app roll.
Make it.
Okay, what did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
Okay. Alright, so she is receptive to your taking a seat next to her. And you engage in some small talk. Anything specifically you wish to talk about?
It's really more interesting intrigue. Being King's concubine, you know, maybe privy to some.
Roll it.
Alright. Oh, I've missed by 1.
Alright.
Would she get the +5 on that?
I included the +5. It would have been a 13. I got a 14.
Dang. Okay, well, yeah, so
She just doesn't get the hint that I'm trying to, like.
Exactly. Can't really suss anything out of her. Yeah.
Alright.
Let's see. Let's see if she's got anything else interesting going on, though. Okay. Alright, well, yeah, no, just mainly that, there's some ill talk about one of the king's servants, that he's been overspicing the mead.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's riveting.
Yeah.
Travesty.
Yeah.
It just destroys the meat if you overspice it.
Cloying.
Yes, exactly. It's like
just
drinking honey.
No, it's quite the opposite. It waters it down. Yeah.
And drinking watered down honey.
Yes.
Yes.
Disgusting.
Just nasty.
Chewing on a cinnamon stick.
Chewing on a cinnamon stick. Yes.
A watery cinnamon stick.
All right. So, okay. So, Blains. All right. The prince excuses himself and departs the feast.
Okay. I'll go follow him.
If you wish.
No, I don't see any reason why. I don't even know him. I wasn't even
How old is he?
introduced to him.
He is
About our age?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no. I'm definitely going to go talk to him. So I'm going to go follow him.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's get awareness rolls from the other two knights, please.
Fail it.
Made it.
Made it. All right. So basically, you see Prince Maddox get up and leave. You see Blains get up and leave, and then a short time later, the lady who was flirting with the prince gets up and leaves.
Uh-oh. In the middle of a rendezvous.
Save him from cock blocking the prince, because that probably wouldn't put him on Uther's good list.
So what you want to do?
I don't know, what sort of rule would help me determine?
Well, your fealty.
Fealty versus hospitality.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
I like that.
Fealty, I crit. Hospitality, I do make them.
Well, crit beats a success, so. So.
Right. So I'm gonna, get myself up with the plan of just like, oh my lord, wait, you're
What?
present.
I really need to talk to this guy.
Well, Blaines has already left, and then
Okay.
you see the lady leave. So she leaves after Blaines leaves. So
Oh, no, I'm hoping I can catch up to Blaines and just, like,
Distract the
past
lady.
her.
yeah. So this is a Mott and Bailey castle situated amongst some pretty extensive woods in Lanazep, and so there's the castle grounds give way to a sort of royal parkland adjacent, and so you follow the prince as he walks out of the castle into the parkland area. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, and we can have recognized rolls from Nerthade and Falcus if you're going along as well. Or are you staying?
I didn't even notice.
Okay,
So-
well, Nerthade's leaving, so you can tag along.
Recognize?
+1.
Let me
He's wrestling now.
let me roll my fieldy versus the hospitality.
All right.
Because there's probably gonna be wrestling later. 4 versus 5. So yeah, I stick around.
Did you make you recognize?
No.
No? Okay.
We have no recognize, guys.
Hey, I made my recognize that one time.
You did, but in general.
Oh yeah.
Because there seems to be a lot of them. It seems kind of weird to me.
Okay, so
From Silchester, or at least in Silchester, we have to kind of keep to ourselves, right?
all right. So what do you want to do there, Blaines?
I just want to talk to the prince and say that just tell him my story. Like, what happened. I don't know if there's any way that he could put a good word in for me with the king. Because I just think it's horrible that Roderick is allowed to get away with telling lies about people.
Okay.
So, that's all.
All right. So he listens attentively. Why don't you give me an orate roll?
Honor? Can I be passionate with honor?
Yeah.
I crit my honor.
Whoa!
So I'm way more articulate than I am tonight, actually.
So add plus 20,
Yeah.
plus your glory.
I double crit.
You double crit. What, like a 40? You got a 40 or
Yeah.
something? All right.
Like beyond.
All right. So you lay it all on the line, and Maddock is like hanging on your every word, and practically crying by the end of it.
Oh.
And he's nodding emphatically, and he says, "I know my father was going to render his decision tonight. He was going to make an announcement to the court, and I'm pretty sure he was going to rule in Roderick's favor. But I will do my best to change his mind." Thank you, Sir Blains.
Thank you.
For helping me to see
Yes, thank you.
how important this is.
It's so important. But anything...
Good man.
Yeah, anything you need, just let me know. And if you're passing through Silchester, by all means you can stay, there if you need to, for whatever reason.
Of course I can. I'm the prince.
Well,
But thank you.
I mean, our hospitality will be extended to you.
Of course it
and
would
then
be.
some. Just go talk to your freaking dad.
Yeah, I don't understand. Why are you saying this out loud?
My
All right.
bad.
So he.
I didn't know what to say.
So he power walks off into the woods. All right. So
Into the woods?
Well, back towards the
back
castle.
to okay.
Yeah, kind of leaves you there.
Okay. So I was just like,
So Nerthade, you are following this lady. You see, after just a few minutes, the prince coming back through the trees.
Huh.
And so the lady intercepts him. How closely are you following?
I don't know, I guess I didn't want to creep her out by her thinking that I was, like,
Too close.
too close.
Yeah.
But I'm also zero deceitful, so...
Right.
I don't know. I guess probably not too terribly. Well, no. I guess I was trying to get there before her. So I probably would have been power walking myself. Just like, oh my lord, I thought you might have need of me.
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in that case, go ahead and give me an awareness roll to +5.
Yep.
Okay. So you can hear the lady as she practically runs up to the prince and she begins to confess her love to him.
Oh. Oh dear.
Right in the feels.
Wow.
However, he seems to be rebuffing her. He's being polite, but he's clearly taken a little aback. You know.
What was he planning on doing out here then?
God only knows.
He's meeting someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we're just going for a constitutional, perhaps.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's basically still pleading with him. She's moving towards him, like taking hold of his sleeve.
Ooh.
You know, putting her hand on his chest. Give me another awareness roll.
Oh god, I think we're in yandere territory here.
Yeah.
All right, you hear through the forest carpet the sound of leaves being kicked up by hurried bootsteps coming from behind you, back towards the castle.
Okay. Looking around?
Recognize roll at a +2.
+2. No.
Okay. You don't know who this is, but he looks pissed off. He's got his hand on the hilt of his sword.
Oh.
Hand on mine as well.
Okay. So he comes running up to you. And seems set on the prince and the lady. So he just says, "Out of my way."
Who goes there?
Do not delay me.
Beg pardon. It looks like you have some harmful intent towards our beloved prince here. I think it is...
Your beloved prince is trying to seduce my wife.
Sadly, I think it's the other way around, sir.
So,
And I never tell a lie.
Honesty.
Oh my god.
okay, so go ahead and roll your honest.
Pagan, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
And you have a problem with that?
Yeah, he's like, what's wrong
Yeah.
with this?
Make that honest.
How'd you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Okay. All right. I missed his suspicious, so good. All right, so you calm him down. By this point, his raised voice has attracted the attention of the prince and the lady. She looks a bit stricken. The prince corroborates your side of the story, and he grabs her arm and says, "I've had enough of this from you. It's the dungeons for you from now on." And he drags her off.
Ooh.
Sadly, I've got a cruel of 17.
Yeah.
So you're just like,
Yep.
No, I think it's
the way it
good
works.
one.
That's how it goes. Yeah.
Well, she's his wife.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Am I right?
It's the law. It's the law. If you want to put your wife in a dungeon, that's
You can do it.
You can do
goes.
that. I probably would have been more discreet if I were her.
yeah. Well, it wasn't terribly discreet.
No. Yikes.
Okay, so
Wow. So is Mac making his way back into the castle?
yes, the prince makes his way back to the castle.
Alright, I'm leaving the forest.
Right. So
I'm
later.
looking for you.
Oh, okay.
Later that night, after the conclusion of the feast, sure enough, the king rises.
Did I see them talk during the feast? I mean,
Yes.
Okay.
He says,
You two have to wrestle. Sorry. No.
your wrestling match shall decide the fate.
I wish, man.
So he says, I have given this much consideration. As most of you know, I have been asked to determine who the Lady Ellen shall be wedded to this year. And I'll be honest, it was in my inclination to rule in a different way, but I've been prevailed upon by my son, who has told me a most gripping tale of true love, matched with great ambition. Sir Blains, I hereby award Lady Ellen's hand to you.
Yay! There's a delay, and then.
Yes.
Oh no, we started plotting.
Yeah,
like
of course,
immediately.
instantly.
Your plants in the audience.
Yeah. Yes.
Of course, Roderick and his entourage immediately get up and depart. Ooh.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Thank you too.
Congratulations.
I couldn't do it without you.
Your joys
really
are
couldn't have,
joy,
my
my
lord.
lord.
You're so nice to me. I don't know what to do with all that niceness. Yes. Thank you. No, thank you both for intervening when you could. And yes, the Lady Ellen is mine, and that Roderick can go suck an egg. All right.
Rotten egg.
Exactly.
So, all's well. All's in place. Then, it's up to you to, basically go back home, get ready. Arrangements are made.
Yeah. No, I want to send her some gifts or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gifts are sent. Your peasants are starving.
You did reserve 20 Libra.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So, well, actually, you'll be bringing the gifts with you. That's sort of the tradition.
Oh, okay.
All right. And then you'll be wedded at Midsummer Court in the king's presence.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So.
But I'm a little... Well, I'm not that suspicious yet, but I'm a little nervous that Roderick and his crew may come to disrupt things. So,
Have this guy compose a poem on your behalf for her.
Oh, hey, could you do something like that?
Absolutely.
All right, that would be awesome.
So,
Fealty?
Okay.
Of course. Make it. I mean, not like I'll ever play this guy again, but check. And compose. Make it.
I'm totally picturing you as like the Samwell Tarly here.
All right.
Oh, he gets a girl of his own. That's sweet.
So I think that would be fine. But I'm worried that Roderick's going to come and, crash the party. So what could I do? I'm going to express my concerns to the Duke.
Okay.
And see if he thinks that's reasonable or if I'm just being paranoid.
I think you're being paranoid.
Really?
The Count is... Salisbury is one of the oldest holdings in all of Logris. I don't think the Count is going to stoop so low as to...
I don't know, man. He's spreading rumors about me, and he said he would do anything to he said it was a natural order for him to marry Ellen, and not me.
Well, regardless, custom dictates that your surrounding men be fully garbed in armor to protect the sanctity of your wedding.
Indeed.
true.
If you are worried, ride fully armed. But I wouldn't expect any trouble.
Fair enough. All right.
So, your wedding will be taking place in Hanton, the South Ports. And so, at midsummer, under a rather blazing sun, you set out for that destination. Good news is it's only about a 3-day ride from your location.
Okay.
So on day 2, I'll need everyone to make awareness rolls.
Make it.
Make it.
Fail it.
Okay.
He is one late. Because that would have critted my compose.
Damn it.
Just don't even know, man.
Nope.
Just don't even know.
All right, so let's see. You're riding through some light woods, and
Running a test.
running a test. Okay. Okay, so you're riding through some light woods. Suddenly, a flock of grouse take wing, and that is your only clue that you are about to be ambushed.
I knew it.
What?
Yeah.
Hey!
Huh?
All right, so yes, Falcus, because you failed your awareness roll, you are waylaid by 3 footmen.
Oh.
They're on foot.
Yeah.
Does he get extra armor for being so fat?
I get extra hit points.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nerthade, you are waylaid by just 1 footman. Blains, you are attacked by a mounted knight.
Oh. Do I recognize him?
You can give me a heraldry roll with a +2.
I made it.
Great. You recognize the arms of Sir Lycus.
What the
Most dishonorable behavior.
This is really bad. Okay, so I'm gonna fight him.
Okay, let's go around the table. Are you impassioning with
Yes.
anything? Your hate of Salisbury, perhaps?
I hate Roderick.
Yeah. That would be appropriate.
associated with him.
Yep.
I make it.
Great.
That's +10.
All right.
Those rolls. Okay. So, sword.
Okay.
I'm
Crossing
mounted.
swords. Okay. He's mounted as well.
Okay.
Here we go. I got a 2.
I got a 24.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Double damage.
God, I haven't done this. It's been. Okay. 21.
21. Okay. Let's see. He did get his shield, so that's only 4 points of damage to Lycus. However,
Horsemanship roll.
yeah.
Yeah. I make it.
No, for me.
Oh, for you. Sorry.
You're fine.
Yeah.
You're
okay.
fine. Made his horsemanship.
Okay.
Okay, Falcus, you're being attacked by 3
All right.
footmen, so you get a +5 for being mounted.
Lovely.
How are you dividing that up?
Well, I see my lord being besieged by a knight, so obviously I want to be by his side as soon as possible, so I'm going
course.
to impassion fealty blames,
Okay.
which I make. And then, so with a 25 in spear expertise, would that be added individually for each person that I fight? So if I split it between, like, 3, like...
No, it's just +5 to your overall skill.
Okay, so that would make it a 30. So, why not? 10, 10, 10?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, first one.
Fumble.
Okay, so you drop your, what is it, spear?
My first spear.
Oh, your first spear. So your first spear has been dropped.
Yep.
The other 2 will get free shots on you.
Of course.
One hits. I'll defend you, my lord. Oh, I dropped my sword.
I think that requires a shock roll.
Oh my god, it does.
Oh.
All right.
It's a one shot and you're still gonna go mad.
He's still going to take an aging
Maybe an
roll.
aging roll.
Oh my God.
Like no winter phase, but
No.
still an aging roll.
All right, so 15 damage, so 5 points after armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least your size keeps you
Oh my
safe.
God.
Your poor horse. Aging roll, I got an 11, so that's 3 stats.
I'll roll it.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Size, strength, and con.
Wow,
At
so you're
least
just
not
going to
that.
start wasting away at this point.
You know, at least not that.
It's that pound of flesh, right?
Yeah, at least not app.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, you're ugly to death. Alright, so...
You really can. That's the worst part.
Alright, so Nerthade, you're just fighting 1, so you get a
I got a
+5.
16.
Okay. And I missed, so go ahead and roll your damage. Okay, let's see what kind of armor they've got here. 6 plus shield. Alright, so 9 points is going to knock him down there. And 16 total, you said?
Yep.
Size 10. Okay, fails his dex roll, so you knock him to the ground with your spear. Okay, Blains.
Okay.
So you're still impassioned.
12.
I got an 18.
Shit. Okay.
Ooh, that's terrible rolling. 6, 8, 9, 13.
Okay.
So you're fine, no damage. And what's your size?
Size is 18.
18, so you don't even have to make a horsemanship roll.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright. Okay, Falcus, rearming?
Rearming.
Okay, they're jabbing at you.
Am I still impassioned is a question.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So 10, 10, 10.
Uh-huh.
You know what? Fuck it. 30, 0, 0.
Probably a good idea.
Crit.
Great. Go ahead and start rolling your damage. I got 1 hit. 5 points.
Awesome. 20. 37.
Nice.
Woo. 37. Alright. You're spearing him?
Spearing him.
All right, you spear him right through the old clavicle.
Good.
Wah! Down he goes.
2 to go.
Okay, and Earth Aid.
You know, since this guy's on the ground,
Yes.
is he...
You can ride away from him. You can trample him.
Yeah, let's trample him as I ride. My inner squire's gonna kick in. I'm gonna come to Falcus's assistance.
All right, just give me a horsemanship roll to pull off the trample.
Make it.
Great. So you trample
Crunch.
him. Yeah, give me a d6 for the damage.
A 6.
Great. Oh, there goes my life. All right. Actually, I think he's just unconscious. No, he's not even unconscious. So he starts dragging himself off into the woods. All right, so you're riding to Falcus's aid, so that's what you're doing this round. Okay, back to Blains.
Alright. Crit.
I got a 16. Go ahead.
It's really jaunty, festive music.
I know, right?
A wedding slaughter-ish.
Yeah. Well, it's wedding music, so.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We're pulling a Lancelot before Lancelot was even around.
Right.
Oh, 26.
26. All right. Well, that would be enough to kill him outright if he wasn't wearing armor. So let's see. He's got 16 points, so that's a 10 point hit. And 26. Not quite double his size. Missed his horsemanship though.
Oh, down he
good.
goes.
So down he goes. Hits the ground hard. Okay. Gonna give his squire a roll here. All right. So young Wolfram rides forward, and Lycus begins to pull himself up onto the back of that horse.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna come after him.
Oh, yes, we'll get there. All right. So Falcus, you're now just fighting one.
Awesome.
So you're at 30.
Yep.
All right.
Wait, just one? Really?
Because you're taking the other one.
Oh god, yeah, that's right. 18.
Okay, I missed.
happened?
What happened?
17 damage.
Okay, 17 damage. Okay. Okay. Great. And Earth Aid.
I got an 11.
I fumbled.
19.
19. Okay. All right, so these two guys are throwing down their arms and running for it. All right, so
Is it honor loss to stab him while he's running away?
no,
Stab him.
Not this time.
yeah, no, there's chivalry. What's that?
Yeah.
Skewering him while he's running away. So not crit.
Okay. Ride him down.
Oh, indeed. Well, for only 13 damage.
13. That's enough to at least knock him unconscious.
You're in the back.
Okay. So the chase of Sir Lycus. All right. See if you can catch him up.
So, yeah, if I'm not going after my footman, then I'm going to go assist.
Absolutely.
Blains.
Yeah.
Assist, my lord.
Okay. All right. So we've got Blains and Earth chasing Lycus, and let's see. Okay, so you're all on chargers. Anyone know the movement rate of a charger off the top of your head?
No.
Don't remember at all.
I want to say 8. Let's see if I'm right.
8 sounds right.
8 it is. Okay, so I'll need some horsemanship rolls.
Okay.
Inspire with fealty?
I make it.
Inspired with fealty,
Does this
yeah.
guy attacked my lord?
Yeah, oh yeah. No, that makes sense.
So make that.
Okay.
I make it. But
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so you made it as well? Okay, so everyone made it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Okay. 9. So you're all kind of neck and neck as you wend through the woods. All right, another set of rolls, please.
Make it.
Make it.
Same.
So close to critting.
Yeah.
Lycus is leading you deeper into the woods. 9. Okay, so coming up are more obstacles, low-hanging branches,
Right.
felled tree trunks, that sort of thing. So horsemanship's going to be at a -5 this time.
Make it.
I don't make it. I fail.
Okay, so on a fail, you move a little less. Okay, and Nirthade, you made it. And so did Lycus. Okay. Another set of horsemanship rolls, please. All around.
Make it.
Okay.
Make it.
Made it as well. And alright, so Blains, you're still a little ways back. Okay. Now he's leading you towards, he obviously knows these woods pretty well, so he's leading you towards a stream that cuts a little gully, so you're going to have to jump your horses over the stream. So it's a -10 to your horsemanship at this point.
Is he suffering any penalties for riding?
Yes.
a
I
donkey?
make it.
Okay.
Yes. You made it.
I totally made it.
Okay.
-10.
Uh-huh.
I fail.
Okay. Lycus also made it. Okay, and another set, please.
I did -10 still.
Still jumping the screen.
I make it.
Basically,
Oh.
you critted. The woods are so thick at this point that there's just and I failed. Okay, so Nirthade, you made it,
No, Nirthade critted.
or critted rather.
I made it.
You made it. All right, so Lycus rides into a thicket and gets slowed down, and you come up right behind him.
Nice.
What would you like to do?
I'm cruel. I'm probably just gonna spear him.
Okay, give me a spear roll on a charge.
Gonna continue in passion. Which I make. And wait, so for the charge, do I get an extra, or is it just extra damage?
It'll be double horse damage.
My ponies.
It's your war pony.
Yay!
I make it.
Great. So double war pony damage, which is
60 or
4d6, 5d6.
war pony. I think is 5.
Let me see here. 5, yes.
They're stout.
Yes, they are.
18. 29.
29. Okay, let me give him a roll to see if he can get his shield. No.
Whoa.
All right, so 19 damage. He was at 11 hit points. All right, so you just, you rolled an odd damage, so you break your lance in the back of Lycus's torso.
Wow.
Young wolf from screams.
Yeah, I was wondering if the squire, since Nirthade's taking care of him, if I could get to the squire and be like, who sent you here?
Okay, so he spills beans. It was under Count Roderick's orders. Retaliation.
Okay, I'm taking a squire with me. He's coming with me to talk to the king.
Okay.
Alright.
So, so you ride the
Nice
rest of the
work.
way.
Amazing work, by the way.
I killed her like that.
Yes, you did. So you ride the rest of the way, arriving in Dorset, and
We'll bring Sir Lycus's body.
okay,
Yeah.
very good.
Also bringing a mercenary that I knocked unconscious by.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To corroborate.
Exactly.
So the story is indeed corroborated. That this was done under the orders of Count Roderick. The king is much aggrieved by this news. However, there's little he can do. The word of a squire is not worth as much as the word of a nobleman. However, he does, pledge to you that he will provide, his support on your side
in any future conflicts, and that he will officially censure the Count. That's about as much as he can do.
Yeah.
And then the wedding goes off. Sir Blains marries Countess Ellen.
Oh.
Or, well, not Countess Ellen. Lady Ellen.
Lady Ellen.
Who will not be Countess in this continuity.
She won't.
And Count Roderick takes a different wife. And so it goes. So, congratulations. You have changed history.
Yay,
Wow.
kind of.
Although
What
there's
Blains
still...
always wanted.
Although there will still be a Silchester-Salisbury rivalry.
I bet
It's
there
just
will
the
be.
Salisbury side will be
In the right.
The,
Or in the wrong.
Wrong, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they'll be launching raids on your lands.
Oh man,
basically.
they're the ones burning the penis into the field.
Exactly.
Damn it!
I'm pagan. I think it's still a good sign.
Yeah, you fools! That's just
right.
fertility.
Blessed our harvest.
Yay!
Yeah.
Wow, that was fun.
There you go.
Good times.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where'd you get that guy?
Yay!
What's up?
Yeah, really.
Well,
You want to keep... Yeah,
I don't care. Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
But I want to know how much glory I accrued.
Oh, yeah, glory.
well,
Let's
you killed
see.
the knight.
You did kill a knight. Let me
And I
add
got
that
knighted.
in.
Yeah.
yes.
And then you got knighted, yes.
And I got that
So...
borrowed glory.
Yes.
Or wait.
That's right.
I'm not going to lie, I'm really proud of that.
All right, so that, so let's see. Nerthade would get 1,170.
Wow.
Falcus got 120. And then Blains with your marriage to the Countess as well.
to the lady.
I mean, to the lady. Of course I have it. Let me see. Let me just get her glory here. Let's see. Okay, so altogether you have 680, which is not bad.
Nice.
Yep. That's that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, very good. That's fun.